17. But as a sophomore, they hope they found something for at least the next couple of years. He has thrown for 885 yards at a 70% clip, 8 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, and he's their second leading rusher. 124 carries for 422 yards, 3.4 per carry with 4 touchdowns. Mean Green will be kicking left to right. It's a 74-degree, beautiful night here in Houston, so our Rhino Steel Buildings weather could not be better. There is no wind factor at all. And Kalianguma has it teed up and ready to get us underway. Approaches, booms it, and this will be returnable from the 1-yard line. The return man trips up at the 13. So much for Quentin Jackson's attempt at a return, and the Owls go to work at the 14-yard line officially. Up front for them, they don't play left tackle, right tackle, left guard, right guard. They play tight tackle and split tackle. So Sean Sullivan and Patrick Valent are the tight tackle and guard. The split guard is Netani Fehoko, and the split tackle is Luke Miller. David Stickle, senior transfer from Florida State, is their center. And Chase Jenkins, ready to go to work from the 14. And the first play, a handoff right up the middle, and fighting his way for about 5 is Quentin Jackson, a junior from North Crowley, 5'7", 160, plays much bigger than that. He's their leading rusher, 758 yards, better than 5 per carry and 6 touchdowns. 2nd and 5 from the 19. Wide out, Braylon Walker, normally a starter, out tonight. One of his backups, Landon Ransom Goals from Trophy Club Byron Nelson, a question mark. But they only pass it about 14 times a game anyway. Out of the gun, first option coming left, and a keeper and a big gain. First down to the 29-yard line, and that's what the Mean Green will have to deal with.
Even front, but the Mean Green tried to sneak in a corner, and you've got a running quarterback. He was able to see all that room out to the left side. Jenkins just really has great vision and patience. And talk about patience, Rice will take a little time getting to the line.
11 yards, first down from the 30. And the pistol will now shift with Jackson standing to the right of Jenkins in the shotgun. Wide out Aaron Turner in motion left to right, option right, and turning the corner for about 8 yards. Pull down at the 38-yard line is Aaron Turner. Rice, like the service academies, will use wide receivers as option running backs. And that's the 30th carry for Turner. Transfer from Cincinnati. His average better than 4.5 yards as a runner, and he's their leading receiver, 38 catches on the year.
Clacked hard with Will Jones there. Their helmets got connected for a moment.
2nd and 2 from the 38. In the pistol. The handoff up the middle, and squeezing through for a first down is Quentin Jackson for 4 to the 42.
Ethan Weslowski trying to submerge and get in there and maybe get an ankle tackle, but Rice, true to form, hitting the holes quickly. They've tried to attack the perimeter once, and they've gotten out of trouble after that mishandled kickoff return.
Jackson 7th in the American Conference at 758 yards. Has them set up their own 42 with the first down. And the option keeper this time, turning the corner, is Aaron Turner, breaking tackles into Mean Green territory and all the way down to the 42 with the first down. 16 yards on his second carry.
It's that yard after contact that we came in concerned about. You see it there. Huddleston had a chance at an arm tackle, but initial contact doesn't slow down the Owls.
Opening drive, reaching Mean Green territory, the 42. And out of the pistol, Jackson shifting to Jenkins left, both wideouts on the right side. Mean Green showing possible blitz. Snap back, play action, nowhere to go. Now looks up and underthrows a wide open target inside the 20-yard line. Defense not ready for that pass to the tight end, Micah Barnett, and Jenkins bounced it about 3 feet in front of him.
got to be part of the problem when you just don't throw it enough, because he has a very easy throw to make there and short hopped it by a good 6 yards. I don't think he'll get that kind of look again anytime soon.
Disappointing for Micah Barnett. It would have been his second catch of the season. Senior from Dickinson High School. So 2nd and 10 for the Mean Green 42. Snap back, option left, and a quarterback keeper. First down near the 30-yard line goes Jenkins. 11 more yards. The Rice option clicking on this first series.
Turner was open to the left, but Jenkins a little head fake as he decided to charge back on the inside, and Rice getting the first possession of the game and making some hay out of it.
Yeah, they've taken the first 4 minutes off the clock. First down the Mean Green 31-yard line. And this time they give up the middle and squirting through right up the gut for about 5 to the 26 again is Jackson at 5'7", 160, but the people who have seen him all year, I think, say he plays much bigger than that.
Well, he hit that A-gap hard and took a pretty good spill, but yeah, much more durable than his size would lend you to think.
9th play of this opening drive, 2nd and 5 from the 26. And after the play fake, option pitch. They again get it to Aaron Turner. And 6 more yards, move the chains to the 20. Another Owl first down.
Well, this Mean Green D, so good at turning the ball over, but a lot of that's predicated by teams having to put the ball in the air. And Rice has thrown one time, missed a great opportunity, but they are pounding it on the ground to begin this game.
Rice in the red zone this year, 92% scoring rate. Top 20 nationally. They are right at the 20 with the first down. Snap back, handoff. Jackson plunges up the middle and this time runs right into a wall wearing Ethan Weslowski's number 32.
Weslowski, one of those guys that inherited Skylar Cassidy. Didn't come with him, but boy, his tackling this year has been spot on. In fact, Pro Football Focus names him as one of the top 10 best tacklers in the nation.
Second on the team, that's his 72nd. And 2nd down and 6. From the 17, snap back, quick toss into the right flat, and a reaching grab, they're going to say, for Aaron Turner for a loss of a yard back at the 18.
Caught the bottom half of the ball. Excellent catch, but probably would have been better off with the incompletion.
Jenkins, 70% completion rate on the year. We have not seen that in this first drive. Especially missing the wide open tight end Micah Barnett. So here comes 3rd and 8. They are only a 36% completion 3rd down team. That's 103rd nationally. Out of the pistol. An option keeper. And breaking a tackle all the way to the end zone goes Chase Jenkins, and the Owls take the early lead. Jenkins with his 5th rushing touchdown of the year, 18 yards, makes it 6-0 Owls.
Right side of the field was the short side, but it was play side, and they brought the tight end, James Falk, over there for a little window dressing, but frankly, Jenkins didn't need much of that. He got a good first step out of the gate and curved his way into that end zone on the right side.
So on for the extra point, Enoch Gota, junior from Spring Decaney. He was a perfect 23 of 23. Wyatt Freeman snaps. Alex Paqueta puts it down, and Gota puts it through. And 8:56 to go in the first quarter. The Mean Green trail 7-0. You're listening to Mean Green Football, the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact. on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DAC Stadium.
First time the Mean Green have been behind in any game since Charlotte with 8:17 to go. Third quarter led 20-17. I think it's the second quarter. That game ended up 54-20. So we expect a response by the Mean Green, but that was an impressive opening march by the Owls.
Yeah, we take a look at our Tom Clark drive recap. 12 plays, 86 yards, and even 6 minutes comes off the clock. And, Dave, they only faced one third down. That happened to be the play that culminated the drive, the 18-yard touchdown run by Chase Jenkins. Jenkins on that drive, 3 rushes for 40 yards. Turner, 3 rushes for 30 yards. Rice did what Rice has been doing, and they did it well. Now, I think that change with Hammonds at nickel not being able to go tonight after a pregame injury during pregame warm-ups, that shuffles things around a little bit, and got a new guy getting a start in terms of Jackson Latamua. So he's kind of put on the spot tonight to perform, and that first drive, they came at him a couple times.
Yeah, Latamua, transfer from Washington State, where he started 13 games, but his first start this year, senior from San Bruno, California. 7-0 Owls. And so Gota teeing it up and ready to kick off to the American Conference's leading kick returner, Simeon Evans, averaging better than 27 yards on 13 returns with a best of 52 yards. First in the conference, 14th nationally. He has never returned kicks until this year. Wide receiver, one of the transfers, came over from Sam Houston. So the approach and the kickoff is a line drive, which Evans will allow to bounce through the end zone for a touchback. Defensively, the Owls right in the middle of the pack. Nationally 59th best rush defense, 67th against the pass. They allow 362 total yards, 60th. And they allow about 28 points, only 88th. Up front, Joseph Batambu at an end, sophomore from Keller Central, 6'5", 257. Nose tackle is Blake Banish, a senior from Needville, 6'3", 341. Defensive tackle Dylan Botch Jr. from Cypress Bridgeland at 6'1", 285. And the Mean Green from the 25 will start with a run up the middle, and barging his way for about 4 to the 29-yard line goes Caleb Hawkins. The rush in for the Owls, Tony and Yanwu, transfer from Stephen F. Austin, grad transfer from Rowlett, 6'2", 249. Second and 6 for the Mean Green from the 29-yard line. And Hawkins to Mestamaker's right. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Play action fake. Drew dropping back as all day, looking and decides to tuck it and run, and he'll be limited to a yard just to the 30-yard line. Maybe not even that. They'll say he started his slide at the 29, so no gain, brings up 3rd and 6.
And for the Rice Owls, they did a good job with downfield coverage to keep the Mean Green a little off schedule here after Mestamaker couldn't find enough room to create with his feet.
Mean Green 18th nationally, 48%. On 3rd downs on the year. They line up in the pistol. And now break out with trips right. Hawkins to Mestamaker's left. Owls crowding the line, ready to come after Drew, who drops and looks and fires incomplete off the hands of Wyatt Young. Would not have been enough for a first down, and the Mean Green open with a 3 and out.
Well, they start off with the run with Hawkins, and he gets you enough yardage to keep you, as they say, on schedule ahead of the chains. But that second down play where Mestamaker kind of had a second thought about whether he wanted to run or throw, that indecision may have cost him. And then a wild throw on third.
Sawyer Evans, senior from Arlington Martin, will have to punt it away to Drayden Dickman. And gets off a beauty, high end over end, and Dickman with a fair catch at the 29-yard line, a 41-yard boot, and a timeout. 7:38 to go. The first quarter from Houston, where the Owls lead the Mean Green 7-0 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have insurance specialists across Texas thinking about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, health, business, or employees, Higginbotham has you covered. Higginbotham is a place that leads with values, so your value leads.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Point Bank, serving Denton County since 1884, the longest in North Texas. We are a proud supporter of the University of North Texas Athletics. At Point Bank, we're a real bank with real people, real free checking, and real fast loan decisions. On top of that, Point Bank now offers locally serviced credit cards. Choose between rewards or premier rate, with one of the lowest rates in the market. Subject to credit approval. Visit pointbank.com or come into one of our convenient locations for more details. That's why your neighbors love us, and you will too at Point Bank, member FDIC.
Zach Babb back here with you from our mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk from historic Rice Stadium. A couple scoring updates for you out of the top 25. Number 24, Tulane defeats Temple 37-13. They're still in the driver's seat to host the AAC championship game. TCU upsets number 23, Houston, 17-14. The final score there for the Horned Frogs. And then number 17, Texas, struggled a bit early with Arkansas, but they end up pulling away for a 52-37 victory there, guys.
Well, here's 7-0 Owls. They take it 86 yards on their opening possession, and the Mean Green go 3 and out, having gained 4 on their first.
First time since that Western Michigan game that North Texas has gone 3 and out on the very first possession of the game. Used to scoring on the first possession of the game, but Rice in a nice rhythm on their first offensive set. Let's see if they pick up where they left off and what adjustments Skylar Cassidy might make defensively.
Well, the running back will be DeAndre Hardiman, a freshman from the area, North Shore High School, 5'8", 200, who has averaged just under 4 yards per carry. First year wearing the blue and gray, Mean Green and green helmets, white jerseys, green pants tonight. The Owls blue helmets with blue jerseys and white pants. Out of the pistol, first down from their 29-yard line. And they hand off up the middle, only a yard this time for DeAndre Hardiman. First series, Quentin Jackson was able to squeeze off 5 yards on his carries up the middle. That time the Mean Green ready for Hardiman.
Mike linebacker Trey Fields, you're not going to run into him and just glance off. So even though this Owls team does a good job of yards after contact, Trey Fields says, I'll arrest that notion quickly.
And the Owls literally standing with their hands on their hips, forming something of a huddle, just trying to get time off the clock. 8-7 on the play clock. Pistol on second down. And after a play fake, option pitch to Aaron Turner. The Mean Green ready, and specifically Patrick Smith-Young was ready for a loss of 4 yards back to the 18.
Young concentrated on going low so he could wrap up an ankle, and boy did he. On the perimeter, taking away the edge. Actually a really good-looking tackle, and jarring in its own way because he yanked that ankle back.
They mark him down to the 27. And so 3rd and 12, the only third down for the Owls. That opening possession was their touchdown. They need 12 here. They have to actually go to the air on purpose, and dropping back is Jenkins. And he fires complete, and yardage after the catch for Turner, and a first down all the way to Mean Green territory to the 48. 25 yards, catch and run, mostly run.
He's the leader in terms of volume receptions for a team that didn't throw it much, so valuing every opportunity, Turner gets it out to midfield and beyond.
Found him wide open in the left flat, and then 5 Mean Green defenders surround him, but at their 48-yard line. So on first down, dropping, looking, and another throw. This one complete, and this will be a first down for Dickman. 10 yards, the sophomore from Georgetown.
Well, Turner on the previous play, the leader in terms of number of catches. Dickman, though, the leader in terms of yardage when Jenkins gets back to throw. And he's, after looking uncomfortable throwing it on the first drive, he's ripped off a couple of nice completions.
Drayden Dickman hauls that one in. Sprinter speed has run the 160 meters. Good for a first down to the 38. Goes up the middle, and the pile keeps moving and keeps moving, and this is going to be 10 yards straight up the middle as the pile just kept moving and just kept moving.
David Stickle, that center, a graduated senior out of Pace, Florida, certainly did his job. He's in the third offensive scheme in 3 years. Rice last year, prior to that at Florida State. So this guy has learned under a bunch of different coaches the last few years.
Hardiman picks up the first down at the 28. Stands just off the left hip of Jenkins on another long count. And takes another handoff right up the middle and spins off one tackle and keeps the legs churning. This may be exactly 10 on another first down for Hardiman.
And Dave, the Rice offensive line is getting a huge surge up the middle. That's back-to-back plays. Rice attacking the A-gap, but getting a really good push. I mean, they're getting 3 or 4 yards of open territory, then pick up some speed and make those pretty big gainers.
Not quite 10, as Tyvon Byers now in at running back, true freshman from Montgomery Lake Creek. So second and inches just outside the Mean Green 18-yard line. Jenkins in the pistol. Byers behind him, and now timeout called.
There appeared to be some confusion.
Timeout Rice. That's their first. Media timeout.
I don't think the tight end Falk knew which side he needed to be on, so they take a timeout in the red zone.
So we'll take it. 3:34 to go, first quarter. Rice leading 7-0 and driving on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended.
One bad decision to drive under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or edibles could result in a DWI costing you up to $17,000 in fines and fees, the loss of a license, jail time, and the loss of trust from loved ones. Or worse, a lifetime of regret. Drive sober or it's game over. Help improve driver behavior in North Texas by visiting driveawareNTX.org.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. Well, some early trends that the Mean Green have got to address. 3:34 to go in the first quarter. Trailing 7-0, outgained 138-4, and it's mostly just a powerful push by the Rice offensive line, which is not a big group. They only have 2 300-pounders.
No, the guy playing mostly on the left side, Patrick Valent, 325. But as we mentioned, David Stickle, the veteran up front, getting a really good push, and North Texas getting knocked off the line of scrimmage pretty easily here in the early going. So adjustments to be made up front, and we'll see what Rice does coming out of the timeout in terms of who their featured back will be. It's like a Tyron Byers.
Owls are averaging 6.8 yards per carry, 12.5 yards on the 4 completions and 5 attempts by Chase Jenkins. So 18 plays they've run at 7.7 yards per snap, and they have a 2nd and 1 now for the Mean Green 19-yard line. Byers still the running back, and they give right up the middle, and he easily smashes not only for the first down inside the 15 to the 13. That's the kind of push the Owls are getting every game, every snap this game so far.
And nothing trickery about it. I mean, you know it's coming. They're using a little bit of misdirection, but for the most part, just trying to go straight up the gut.
First down number 10 in the first quarter. Back in at running back, Quentin Jackson, who started. At the 13, first down. They line up in the pistol. And another long count. Give up the middle. And this time a better wall to greet Jackson and stop him at the 10. Still a gain of 3.
But much like Caleb Hawkins for the Mean Green, always falling forward, and Jackson is really their featured guy. They'll use different backs and get different touches out of the slots, but I think when they get this deep in the red zone, the comfort level with Jackson has to be ratcheted high.
He said 300-yard games, 7th leading rusher in the American. In this first quarter, 5 carries for 20. Jenkins has kept it 3 times for 40, and their touchdown. 2nd and 7 from the 10. Turner went in motion, dropping back to throw, in trouble. Gets it off and in the right flat. There is Turner, and there are 3 defenders there to surround him. And it's going to be whistled dead at the 12.
Good footwork by Jenkins got him away from the sack, but now we've got an injured Mean Green player. Could be Weslowski on the tackle.
For an injury player on the defense.
It does appear to be.
My goodness, that linebacker core getting decimated, especially if Ethan has to leave this game for any reason.
Well, he was one of the 3 combined on the tackle, and I think he got Turner's helmet in his midsection. I mean, as painful as that might be, hopefully that's just the temporary issue that he's dealing with. But, boy, the junior from McKinney Boyd having the season that you would have to think has got him in strong contention for all conference in the American. But right now is completely surrounded by his teammates at around the 20-yard line. Now up and sitting and testing his left arm, flexing it.
Stinger maybe?
Might be something you think about. Just got piled up.
Yeah, it got rolled up, didn't it?
3-man tackle and right in front of his bench, so made it easy for a bunch of teammates to surround him. He has made his way to the bench and doesn't appear to be in a whole lot of discomfort.
Well, he's a tough guy. 20.5 career tackles for loss, 8 this season. I bet he comes back.
Huge play here. Odd to say that in the first quarter, but 3rd and 9 for the Owls at the 12. Already up 7-0. And they fake the option. They go reverse. Aaron Turner turns the corner. 5, touchdown. 13-0 Rice.
Luke Miller out on the right side playing tackle was able to just completely engulf Trey Fields and knock him out of the play. So after the misdirection on the pitch, Turner found the speed, cut the corner, and got into that same right corner of the end zone to put this Rice team up by 2 scores early here in Houston.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. More than he is receiving touchdowns, and he's their leading receiver. 13-0 Gota. On to try his 2nd extra point. And it is good with 1:42 to go. First quarter, it is 14-0 Rice.
Boy, and Dave, both drives by the Owls have been right at 6 minutes. The first drive, exactly 6 minutes. That drive, 5:56 comes off the clock. And our Tom Clock Auto Park drive recap, 10 plays, 71 yards, and it's finished by the 12-yard touchdown run by Turner. Right now, you can say there's some real concern on what that Mean Green defense can do to start to slow down Rice, because they've been a hot knife through butter here early on.
What they need now is for the offense to keep the ball for a while.
Yes, and, with the running ability of North Texas this year more than ever, you can stay on the field longer. But, it's a troubling start for a Mean Green team that comes in here with all the momentum. You can talk about trap games all you want, but this is a tough one. So now they're going to have to really focus.
Rice has run 22 plays for 157 yards. They've kept it exactly 12 minutes. The Mean Green, 3 and out, 4 total yards. Took 1:18. This bouncing kick returned from the 6-yard line and running into a wall at the 24 to end his first return of the night is Simeon Evans, and now time for Drew Mestemaker and the offense to truly go to work. 95 seconds to go in the first quarter and already down 2 touchdowns.
Easy to say from way up here, but it looked like Evans turned right into trouble that time. He may have had a little bit of an opportunity out to the left, but couldn't agree with you more. Let's see if Mestemaker can get in a nice little groove here and start picking apart the Owls defense.
From their own 24, near hash. Trips left, and a handoff going left, and Caleb Hawkins slips, able to keep his footing for a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Right as he was trying to make the cut, self-tackleization happened.
This has a reputation as being a very slick track, and we've seen a Rice player on the opening kickoff lose his footing.
We also learned this week that Caleb Hawkins is apparently playing with the same pair of shoes he started the season with.
And gloves.
Maybe a factor, who knows? Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Mestemaker drops and looks up, fires one deep, wide open. Wyatt Young caught at the 30. 25, breaks the tackle. This is going to be a touchdown. 74 yards for Wyatt Young, and just like that, the Mean Green are on the board.
So much for a slow, methodical drive. You take it when you can get it. And actually, Wyatt had to kind of come back and wait on this one, but then still was able to turn on the afterburners. Boy, that's got to be one of the long of the year passes for Mestemaker, and certainly what the Mean Green needed. You'd love to see him eat some time, but you don't ever take that for granted, right? An explosive.
9th touchdown for Wyatt Young. He's top 10 nationally, the leader in the American Conference. And Kali Nguma, as usual, boots the PAT through. He is now 55 of 55 on the year. And just like that, it's 14-7. 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. That drive took 42 seconds.
We were talking about giving the defense a break. They probably didn't even get a chance to sit down. But it's the third time UNT has trailed by double digits, and they were able to rectify that quickly, getting back in this game with 52 seconds left in the first quarter that has been all Rice until that big explosive Mestemaker to Young.
It is the longest play of the season for the Mean Green. 74 yards in the last 30 after the catch. And he had beaten, just kind of waved at him, made a little bit of contact, but absolutely no effect for the corner, Jarek Harper. And so 14-7. Time of possession is nuts. 12 minutes to 2:08. Kickoff by Nguma, who slips as he gets it off, and it bounces at the 13. Picked up there, and a nice return, breaking tackles all the way to the 33-yard line. After an odd bit of timing on that return was Quentin Jackson.
Smith Young helping out to make sure that didn't turn into a huge run back. Go back to that play to Young. that gives him enough reception yardage to go over 800 on the season. So he is the high-volume receiver now. Started out being Miles Coleman, but once Wyatt Young finally kind of got healthy, and he's battled a lot of injuries, man, he's taken over.
It's been amazing all season, basically, that he's even playing with the shoulder that he deals with. First down, handoff, and Jackson plunging up the middle for right at 5 yards, just to the 39-yard line. 5'7", 160. The way he runs, that seems impossible.
Hey, Dave, good news. Ethan Weslowski back out there, so certainly was uncomfortable, certainly was hurt, but able to get back into the fray.
Final 20 seconds of the first quarter. 2nd and 4 from the 39. And another give up the middle, and the plunge will end right at the stick for the first down by Jackson. And they say he got the first down to the 43, and that will be the final play of the first quarter, which the Mean Green.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Give up 2 Rice touchdown drives, answer with their longest play of the year, 74 yards, Mestemaker to Young, and it's 14-7. Owls over the Mean Green after 1 in Houston on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
North Texas teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of North Texas Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Mean Green Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Mean Green.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, oh, how did you know? Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
When you're out of town, you want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app. It's available for both Apple and Android, and you can listen to the college sports live anywhere you go with the Varsity Network app. Dave Barnett, Hank Dickinson, Zach Babb from Rice Stadium after one quarter at 14-7 with some of the craziest numbers you'll ever see. Time of possession, 12:52 for the Owls, 2:08 for the Mean Green. 24 plays, averaging 7 yards per snap. 167 total yards in that first quarter for the Owls. 5 plays, averaging 16 yards, including the longest of the year, 74. 80 total yards for the Mean Green. All of that, and it's a one-score game.
What do you remember about the first quarter at Western Michigan? Because I wasn't there. That was you and Zach running that one.
Well, the team was figuring itself out then.
Only 6 plays run in that first quarter, so it may end up being kind of like that where you got to feel a few things out. Certainly Rice has done a great job of dominating the line of scrimmage, but that Mean Green ability to find the big play and clean up the scoreboard gets you out of that first quarter feeling better about things.
Well, the game at Western Michigan, the only one in the history of the program where the Mean Green won, having never led when the clock was rolling. Never led in regulation, down by 14. The team that we see now really was born in that second half.
Yeah.
Total domination, come from 14 back and then went it in OT. So, second quarter will begin with the Owls now going left to right. And they'll start with a first down at their own 43. Jenkins for the Owls, 5 of 6 through the year, 48 yards, and he kept it 3 carries for 40. And a touchdown. Out of the pistol, the give goes right up the middle for DeAndre Hardiman, the freshman from North Shore High School, and he plunges for 4 to the 47.
It's one of the few times the Mean Green have been able to really be at the line of scrimmage and meet the runner without allowing any kind of surge by the offensive line. So that's what you need to see more of here, is just getting stubborn up front and not getting pushed off the block.
Kenton Allen, linebacker, who is at what was Shane Witter's position. Still no Quentin Hammonds down there. Snap back, and another give up the middle for Hardiman, who was spun down right at the 50, and that will bring up 3rd and 3. The Mean Green are looking at a Rice offense that's been perfect on 3rd down, 3 for 3, average gain of 18 yards.
Boy, they brought the nickel Allen hard on that play with 5 players up front. See if the Mean Green try to stack that line again here.
Owls come out with only 1 wide out to the right. 2 tight ends. And now Jenkins up behind the line, drops back into the pistol. With the play clock down to 2, down to 1. Did he get the snap in time? Apparently the give to Hardiman will not get the first down. Pushed back from the Mean Green 48, and it'll be 4th and 1.
Set the tight end Falk angling to the left to try to help burrow that hole, but Falk missed his assignment, and the Mean Green rallied to the ball carrier. 4th down, going for it.
Owl offense stays out there at the Mean Green 48 on 4th down this year. Mean Green defense, more often than not, has made the stops they need. Jenkins again up behind the line, barking out the chains, drops back into the gun. Long count, has it, gives to Hardiman, runs into a wall at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Mean Green got a 4th down stop.
Well, you understand Scott Abel, his team's 5-5, been moving the ball really at will. Thinks he can get it on 4th down, but the Mean Green come up with back-to-back good stops, and the things Rice did very, very well in the first quarter just disappeared on back-to-back plays thanks to the Mean Green stacking that line and creating a real wall.
Hardiman bounced right up against it and ran right into Davion Armstead, Rudy Vargas Jr. in their defensive tackle. And the defensive play of the game so far for the Mean Green. They take over at their own 48, trailing 14-7. 2 minutes into the second quarter. And a play fake and a throw, and wide open, caught, 1st down inside the 30. Sliding all the way to the 26-yard line for the Mean Green. Terrence Lewis, the freshman from Bryan, with his 8th catch of the year. 25 yards, quick snap coming from the 27. Play fake. Mestamaker into the right flat. Hawkins is out there one-on-one. Makes a move, will be dragged down at the 15-yard line. And fine one-on-one stop that time out in the open field by Ty Morris, the linebacker. Their second leading rusher. 1st down from the 15. And out of the pistol, handoff. Hawkins goes left, looks for a cutback angle, can't really find one, and spins down at the 10.
Utilize the wide side of the field, but credit to the Rice Owls for stringing it out and not allowing Hawkins to make that cutback. And the Mean Green hoping these incredible red zone numbers continue here as they're set up deep inside that red zone.
55 touchdowns in the red zone, tied with Ole Miss, most in the country. In the pistol this time, trips right. Hawkins takes the handoff and finds a hole off right tackle down to the 6-yard line. And another tackle by the linebacker Ty Morris, junior from Spring Decaney.
That's where Hawkins just decides to get tough. He throws that forearm and slaps down the would-be tackler.
Quick snap coming. And another give for Caleb, and this time he runs into a Rice Owl wall right at the 5-yard line, and that's where it ends. And then Caleb ends up being flipped backwards about 5 yards.
Jack Kane, depth has been tested in that secondary, and a backup from the secondary making the tackle at free safety.
This is short by inches of a first down right at the 5-yard line.
Field as the runner was short of the line of game. The previous play is under further review.
Yeah, so as it stands, it would be 4th and inches at the 5.
But this review gives Eric Morris some time to think about and inform his team what he wants.
Mean Green on 3rd downs this year, 18th nationally, 48%, 68% on 4th downs.
But Morris, in his first 2 years, pretty hyper on 4th down, go-for-it opportunities. This year, they've been tactical and they've been at critical times. And this is a critical time to try to get back into this game and tie it up.
Boy, absolutely. If the Owl defense comes up with a stop here and preserves their 14-7 lead and turn back the nation's leading scoring team, just the type of emotional boost that they need, pull off a huge comeback in a game at home that last time I was able to check, they were 19.5-point underdogs. This is going to come down to, on the replay, where they mark Caleb Hawkins' forward progress before he got pushed back.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. 4th down.
All right, so 4th and inches at the 5.
Well, extra time for Coach Morris to figure out what he wants to do here. He never stops working, and you'll see that offense come right back out on the field.
15 of 22, 68% on 4th down, 19th in the country. Basically, name an offensive stat the Mean Green are ranked. Most of the important ones in the top 5. So, tightly bunched formation. Hawkins to the right of Mestemaker, takes the snap, gives to Caleb, plunges and is inside the 5, and this has got to be enough for the first down.
He was a battering ram, but I think for what little was needed, the Hawk got it.
He got it, and the Mean Green quickly line up at the 4. Quick snap. Give to Caleb, off right tackle, touchdown. Caleb Hawkins again finds his home away from home. Pay dirt. His 20th touchdown of the year, his 17th rushing. It's 14-13.
Well, that rushing single-season touchdown record was broken last week, but it's still phenomenal. 36 rushing touchdowns for the Mean Green, and that was an earned one. They had to work at it.
Only became a starter in midseason. Think about that. And Guma has made 110 of 110 PATs through his career. Add one to that. And with 10:26 to go in the second quarter, 14-14 at Rice Stadium on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Every building requires a strong foundation, and no one understands strength like Rhino Steel Buildings. We're a national company with 25 years of experience you can count on. Rhino buildings are durable, affordable, and completely customized, so you can create your dream building. Speak with a metal building specialist today and experience the Rhino difference. Visit rhinobldg.com. rhinobldg.com.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
Well, let's add to the Caleb Hawkins freshman resume. He now has the most rushing touchdowns by a freshman in the history of the American Conference. Passes former Houston Cougar Alton McCaskill, who had 16 in 2021. That was Caleb 17th on the ground, 20th overall. First freshman in league history to have 20 touchdowns in the season. He is tied with Lance Dunbar and Jamario Thomas for the second most touchdowns in a single season in program history. And now alone second place in touchdowns scored in a single year, behind only his position coach, Patrick Cobbs, who had 21 in 2003.
People watching this game on the ESPNU production saw Hawkins go and sit right down to Patrick Cobbs, and I'll guarantee you Patrick Cobbs has no problem with that record being broken. What the heck, it's good for the job, right? I mean, you got your star player out there chasing you, and you're one of the best running backs in school history. What a great story. And those two very similar in terms of their style.
What was the buzz about Jamario Thomas as a freshman? Was there any?
Yeah, it was shocking. He led the nation in scoring.
But before the season?
Just that he looked like a good, fast kid from East Texas, but nobody thought you're going to see a guy that would lead the nation, and boy, did he.
Miguel Arenas handling this kickoff and hangs a high one to the 8-yard line. And returned there by Jackson to the 25. Bounces off two tacklers, keeps going to the 34. A 26-yard return by the running back, Quentin Jackson. And so the Owl offense now challenged to break out of a 14-14 tie. 10-18 still to go, second quarter.
Well, early in this game, if you missed it, the Rice Owls were running really on their own accord. Whatever they wanted to do, they were able to move the line of scrimmage. The Mean Green have made some adjustments. They're a little banged up at linebacker and at nickel, but reserve players starting to kind of finally fill in and get to those run gaps.
From the 24, first down handoff. Jackson cuts back off right tackle and will pick up 3 to the 37-yard line. So those first down carriers were going for 5 right up the gut. A little bit better defensive adjustment as this Owl possession begins.
Got to believe that last-minute injury during pregame warm-ups to Quentin Hammonds, that creates a little bit of confusion right before a game, and you can understand the adjustment needed.
Jackson Lataimua, transfer from Wazoo, getting his first start of the year. Out of the pistol on second down, they fake up the middle, option left. Jenkins breaking 2 tackles and then forced out of bounds, and it will be no gain and bring up third down.
Allen had a really good chance at getting the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, but Jenkins just too slippery. Still no gain, but he keeps it from being a ultimate disaster.
Kevion Huddleston chased him out. 3rd and 7 for the Owls. From their 37, they are 3 out of 4 on third downs. They need to get to the 44. Jenkins dropping back into the gun, trips left. Snap back, play fake, drops back, bounces off 1 sack. His throw over the middle is incomplete. He threw it low and behind his tight end, Micah Barnett, and the Mean Green got another third down stop.
A lot of credit to Ethan Day. He didn't get the sack, but he definitely bothered Jenkins enough that when he spun him around, he didn't get the feet planted and delivered another short hopping pass. That's twice we've seen him do that. And Dave, I believe that's the first 3 and out.
Did you read both my mind and Chris Wiley's?
I did.
It's eerie.
I don't get to beat you information very often, Dave. I cheated. Sorry.
We will, for the first time, see the Owls punter Alex Paqueta, transfer from Penn State, a junior from Atlanta, having a big year, and a nice kick here will be fair caught at the 23-yard line by Miles Coleman. 8:59 to go first half. Mean Green can drive for their first lead. They are tied 14-14 at Rice Stadium with the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Marriott Hotel and Golf Club at Champion Circle is proud to be the exclusive hotel sponsor of UNT's Mean Green Athletics. Only 20 minutes away with 288 spacious rooms, on-site restaurants, state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and hot tub, with a perfect place for game day weekend. Host your event in our elegant hotel meeting spaces or the paddock. Our rustic event venue, perfect for weddings, corporate events, and more. Don't forget our 18-hole championship golf course. Check us out at Marriott.com/DFWMC or call 817-961-0800 to come stay and play.
Guarantee Bank and Trust says go Mean Green with Guarantee Green free checking. Guarantee Bank and Trust is proud to offer flexible free checking options for businesses and individuals. Since 1913, Guarantee Bank and Trust has proudly served Texas communities. Visit one of our 33 locations to experience community banking at its best. Guarantee Bank and Trust, the relationship bank. Member FDIC.
Zach Babak here with you at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. A quick scoring update from the world of women's basketball. The Mean Green were down by a point at the half to SMU, but in the third quarter have since opened up a lead. North Texas leads the Ponies 43-36 behind 10 points off the bench from Asia Proctor. There's still a $1:38 to play in the third quarter there, guys.
Well, here, Mean Green trailed 14-0 till late in the first quarter. They've already tied it at 14 with 8:59 to go in the second. Walking around downtown Houston, and Hank, you were noticing the same thing I was. It is beautiful. They've planted so many trees. It was a nice, cool day. It was miserable, 89 degrees yesterday. And I was walking. I noticed there is a nightclub/bar known as Narcos. Narcos. Zach Babb, how much did your membership cost?
No comment.
Safe thing.
Well, the follow-up question is, why would you name a club in such a manner as to basically invite attendance from law enforcement? Anyway, back to play here. From the 23, play fake Lestemaker looking downfield and throws incomplete. Just off the hands of Brandon Young Jr., his tight end. That would have been his third catch of the year.
Yeah, haven't been utilized much in the passing game. Normally when the tight end is the option, it's Trey Williams, the third, but that was a bit behind the big target, 6'5", 240 sophomore from Mansfield.
Made a little bit of a stretch, bounced off his hands. 2nd and 10. Drew is 3 of 5 now, 111 yards and a 74-yard touchdown. Snap back. Give off right tackle, and keeping the pile moving, Hawkins hit about the 25, keeps going across the 30. It'll be now 3rd and about 2.5.
Even stooped over, he can put a hand on the ground and get you 3 or 4 more yards. That's just the ability of what the strength coaches have done to give him a really solid trunk, and then just a smart football player. Doesn't go down till the whistle.
Mean Green 0 for 2 so far on 3rd down. They need 3 here. Caleb to the right of Drew. Tightly bunched formation. Snap back, and Drew looks to throw, and it is caught by Miles Coleman. Stretching, does not quite appear to have the first down yardage at the 33. This looks like 4th and inches.
Miles took a licking and kept his footing, but he's only 5'6", 160. He can only stretch but so far, and he gave it as big a stretch as he could.
And the offense staying out there. 4th, less than 1, their own 33. In a 14-14 game, middle of the second quarter. Rice trying to rush 4 new defensive players onto the field. Play clock at 5. Play clock at 2, at 1. Official now puts it in play, but the play clock had expired.
Timeout, North Texas. That's their first. It'll be 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Coach Morris not happy with that. That was a lot of late activity that basically meant by the time they said ready for play, there was 1 second left.
If that's how every 3rd down was officiated, you could never have a 3rd down.
No, and you could just tell looking at Coach Morris, he wants to huddle with his team. He has to here, but he'd love a moment with the officiating crew as well.
Well, he is letting Kevin Randall, the ref, know his thoughts. And now turns his attention to his huddle. Well, Mean Green Again, a very effective, top 20 nationally fourth down unit. I don't remember them ever going for it on their own 33 this year.
No, I think the last time I remember this happening was a year ago on the road at Memphis. But that was a decidedly different defense than what you have now. And still makes for a very big play in the first half.
Well, Caleb Hawkins so far, 8 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. He is to the left of Mestemaker. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Drew in the shotgun, takes the snap. Hand off Caleb, first down, stretches past the 35 to the 36. He got it with 3 yards to spare.
Not to be denied, Caleb Hawkins. And so the Mean Green can keep on churning here. Take you under 7 minutes left to go in a fairly fast-moving first half.
Mean Green's 5th first down. The Owls have 12. They had 10 in the first quarter. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Coleman goes in motion left. Now zigs back right. Snap back, delay, give. Caleb pounds it forward and stretches and will get 8 yards out of it to the 44.
Rice continues to leak a man into that, almost into the huddle. Hawkins just runs right past him every time.
Quick snap coming. Drew dropping back, looking left, looking right. Fires it deep down the right sideline. Caught at the 10, 5, touchdown, Mean Green. Touchdown, Trey Williams, the third of the Mean Green lead it for the first time tonight. There is a flag down. So we'll see.
Holding defense, number 14. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Well, so much for that. They get quarterback Ephraim Dotson for holding. It is 20-14 Mean Green.
A 56-yard strike to the tight end, Trey Williams. And he was streaking down there. Boy, the 2 big pass plays by Mestemaker have been long bombs on target.
And the key block, clearing the blitzing Ty Morris, delivered by Caleb Hawkins.
Might be the best thing he does. Not as sexy as the touchdowns, but so important.
His blitz pickups amaze Eric Morris. For a freshman, and Guma for the PAT, and he boots it through. And with 6:34 to play in the first half, 21 unanswered for the Mean Green. They lead it by 7 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right. As a special benefit to your membership, Texas Farm Bureau members can get 2 free tickets to North Texas football games. Just show proof of membership at the North Texas ticket office or get your 2 free tickets online at texasfarmbureau.org/sports. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas Athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended.
21 unanswered for the Mean Green. They have their first lead with 6:34 to go in the second quarter. The 56-yarder, the longest catch of the year for Trey Williams III, 25th touchdown pass for Drew Mestemaker this year, including the bowl, 27th of his career. And much as they did at Western Michigan, already coming from 14 back, although it took a lot longer in that case to get control of the game, as the Mean Green already have here middle of the second.
Yeah, these scoring drives have been very quick, Mestemaker-esque. That was 6 plays, 77 yards, took 2:25 before the 56-yard hookup that found Trey Williams in stride. The previous play to Wyatt Young, Wyatt had to kind of wait on it a little bit, although he had beaten the coverage. But, man, Mestemaker, we talk about so many of the yards being yards after the catch, receivers breaking tackles, but tonight he has just simply outthrown the coverage. And 21 points in a row for the Mean Green after a start that had you scratching your head a little bit.
Time of possession for the Owls, 16 minutes, 24 seconds. For the Mean Green, 7 minutes, 2 seconds. Total plays, 31-18. Average per play, 5.8 for the Owls, 11.6 for the Mean Green. 74 and 56-yard touchdown passes will bump that number up. So, the kickoff by Nguma will sail through the end zone for the first touchback of the night. And now the Owls will have to come from behind.
6.5 left before intermission, and the Mean Green won the opening toss and deferred. So the way the defense has been able to reconnoiter and get back in a good position, they'd love to give that offense one more chance to add some points and dominate the 8, as we like to say. But first, the defense has to do their job, and they've gotten better since a pretty shaky start.
Well, good to look down there and see number 32, Ethan Weslowski, shaken up earlier. Out of the pistol, the Owls from their 25-yard line. We'll start with a play fake, option right, and Jenkins hit at the line of scrimmage, plows forward. He'll get forward to the 29.
Faked out Ethan Day and a lot of other people as Day was ready to tackle the man without the ball. Jenkins' sleight of hand is a big part of what he does.
A little better option recognition that time.
Is this similar to the Ken Hatfield look of days of old?
In some ways, yeah. What Ken Hatfield termed the wing bone, which mainly involved moving running backs, which would have been in the backfield in a wishbone, to the slot positions. Option left this time for Jenkins. And a delayed pitch to Jackson. Up the left sideline, just enough for a first down. Run out of bounds at the 36.
Using the entire wide side of the field to stretch, and just get it across. North Texas tried to string it along, but could not contain.
First down, number 13 already for the Owls. 5.5 minutes and counting in the second quarter. Mean Green now have outgained them, 209 to 190. Snap back, and they give up the middle for Jackson, and limited to about 2, this time to the 38. So those in the first quarter were going 5 yards. Mean Green more effective bunching up the middle since then.
And like you said, great to have Weslowski back. He's right there for that tackle. So whatever it was that afflicted him earlier was short term, although he's playing with a lot of bumps and bruises at this point in the year.
Aren't they all, really? 2nd and 8. The Owls from their 38. Jenkins back in the gun. 2 wideouts to either side. Drops, looks to throw, and is going to be surrounded and sacked. Sacked back at the 33-yard line. Thrown down by Braden Knox. Getting some playing time for one of the few times this year from the defensive line.
Boy, that defensive rotation, though, getting some fresh faces like Knox, that's a loss of 6. Big play for a guy whose number we haven't called a lot.
Yeah, 3rd and 14 now for the Owls. Back at their own 32. So, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Jenkins dropping, looking. He's going to keep it up the middle and be stopped way short of the first down at the 37-yard line. 5 yards is what he'll have to settle for. The Owls will have to punt.
Yeah, and Jenkins for the first time really got touched at the end of that run. Not that it'll dissuade him from more running. That's what he does. But when you get a hat put on you like that, kind of happy to get to the sidelines.
Alex Paqueta averaging 45.3 per punt. He has had 12 50-yard punts this year. The junior transfer from Penn State. Off the snap of Wyatt Freeman. Sends a nose down spiral down to the 16-yard line where Miles Coleman fair catches it. A 46-yard effort by McKenna.
Really good punter. Reminiscent of a guy that's in the National Football League, Jack Fox. Another guy that could really boot it for the Rice Owls.
So the Mean Green with 3:21 remaining. Wonder if they would deliberately try to use up all 3:21. I don't know if they even can.
They?
I don't think they're capable.
They just can't. They can't pass up the big play opportunities. But what a deal if they could tack on some more points here.
From the 16, 2 wide right, 1 left. Hawkins to Drew's left. Bestemaker drops to throw. Fires into the right flat. Caught. First down. Yardage after the catch. Wyatt Young still going. 40, 50. There he goes. One man with a chance. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wyatt Young. 84 yards is the new longest play of the season.
And no, Dave, they can't take time. They just have to score when they want to. There were several opportunities for the Owls to put Wyatt Young down, but he would not go down. I mean, stiff arms, pirouettes, and then a burst of speed at the end to take it in the end zone. Mestemaker has found him a new favorite receiver.
Second touchdown tonight. 10th of the year for Wyatt Young. I mean, what would he be doing with 2 healthy shoulders? Mercy and Guma back out there. And another extra point pump through. And with 3:05 left in the half, 28-14.
Now that was the kind of play that we've seen all year long where Mestemaker finds his man, and a variety of receivers can do what Wyatt Young just did, but no one really does it better than Wyatt. Slips past the first defender, in between 2, and a stiff arm that really springs him for the remainder of the run where he found some jets.
Yeah, he left the safety Marcus Williams in his dust and then had to avoid the one man with an angle, the other safety, Jack Conde. Yeah, and Wyatt just sprinted past him.
And Mestemaker didn't check off. The only look was the first throw out in the flat, and yeah, Young, big grin on his face. Really fun kid to be around, and he's battled through injury, but boy, has he been the heart and soul of that receiving corps.
In case you're wondering, Drew Mestemaker now 6 of 8. What is his average completion? 42 yards.
Yeah, now 26 passing touchdowns on the season, 3,252 yards. He came in with an even 3,000.
And Guma's kickoff will be returned from the 2-yard line. Jackson gets pounded at the 16-yard line, falls forward to the 20, and he got nailed by the former Texas Longhorn, B.J. Allen Jr.
Boy, you talk about timing, and we could hear the coaches next door light up in their booth on that hit. Special teams matter, and they certainly mattered to Allen on that play.
Boy, touchdowns of 74 yards to Wyatt Young, 56 yards to Trey Williams, and 84 to Wyatt Young.
Big play potential, always there for Mestemaker. And Dave, they just showed the replay. Allen created a car wreck on that hit.
3:01 for the Owls to work with. They start from their own 20. And they start with a give off left tackle, and cutting it back toward the middle is Tyvon Byers, the true freshman from Montgomery, who will pick up 4.
Both coaches have 2 timeouts left, so with 2:42 left, the Mean Green can get a good stop here, get the ball back.
Both teams are standing, looking at their respective benches. 15 still on the play clock. 2nd and 6 from the 24. And the snap with 10 on the play clock. Option, pitch right, and there's room up the sideline, all the way to midfield, and finally bumped out Aaron Turner.
Boy, really good tightrope. I thought for a moment he'd step out before midfield, but he was able to just lace it up in front of his own teammates for a nice gainer.
25 yards. Those have been the most effective of the option runs by the Owls tonight. Jenkins stringing it out and then letting Aaron Turner show his speed. So from their 49, 2 minutes and 3 seconds in the half, looking to throw. Drops it off into the right flat, and it's going to be no gain this time for Turner. Shoved out of bounds by David Fisher, and time for the 2-minute timeout. 1:57, in fact.
2-minute timeout.
Well, 1:57 in the half. 28-14 Mean Green to the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
That 84-yarder, Estemaker Young, first 80-yard pass since September 28th last season. Chandler Morris to Blair Conright, 96 yards against Tulsa. This one, part of a 28 unanswered point burst since late in the first quarter for the Mean Green. They put a second back on the clock, 1:58 to go in the first half now. The Owls have it at their own 49-yard line.
It's really amazing to think of the quality quarterbacks we've enjoyed in the Eric Morris era. Chandler Rogers obviously had a terrific season once he finally became the starter, showed his potential. Then he leaves for Cal, and you get Chandler Morris, who credits his coaching staff for really getting him ready for the opportunity to go to Virginia. And then Estemaker blows up in a bowl game that, frankly, people were just a little lackluster about until they saw what he could do. And then this season is hard to describe. We've been fortunate to be right there to watch Drew, but so many people around the nation are starting to buy into the story and be intrigued, and it's it's an amazing story, and he's adding to it here tonight in the first half.
6 of 8 for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know when any offense would ever have numbers like that. He is averaging 42 yards per completion. And with his 3 touchdown passes tonight, he is up to 26 on the season. Owls would love to take exactly 1:58 seconds to make this a one-score game again. They had total control until late in the first quarter, up 14-0. Now, 2nd and 10 from their own 49. And a throw into the left flat is caught for yardage to the 45 of the Mean Green on the catch by Drayden Dickman. His 34th catch of the year. He's their second leading receiver. He and Aaron Turner have combined 71 catches coming in tonight. Their other 13 receivers combined for 41 total catches. This is just not a team that looks to throw it. 3rd and 4 for the Mean Green 45. They probably look to throw here. Mean Green showing blitz. And it's going to be option, and Jenkins fools no one and is slammed down at midfield by Ethan Weslowski, who is definitely okay.
He is certainly back to full strength, and that time just unceremoniously deposits the quarterback on his tail. But Ethan's also able to penetrate and
North
get there.
Texas, that's their second. It'll be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 50 seconds. 1-5-0.
You know, that's like a basketball play that Ethan just did. He took away 2 guys because he didn't buy at all on the fake and was able to just use his instincts to take down the quarterback.
Could not have been a nice feeling for Chase Jenkins.
Nope.
That is 4 straight 3rd down stops for the Mean Green after the Owls were successful on their first 3 3rd downs. So the Mean Green used their second timeout with 150 to go in the half. Alex Paqueta back out there to punt. Landon Sides is dropping back near his 10-yard line. Mean Green tonight averaging 15.4 yards per snap. 42 yards per completion, just 3.7 per carry. Paqueta with a flag down. Booms another beauty. Nose down spiral, and Landon Sides decides to fair catch it at his 3. Why don't you let that bounce into the end zone? 46 yards with no return. Now we wait for the flag. Well, it used to be you plant your heels at the 10. If it goes over your head, you do not try to field the punt. Landon at the 3. Gather that one in.
May have lost track of where he was because he's a smarter player than that. And that flag sits down at the 42, 43, trying to flesh it out.
Yeah, the official's not sure. Kevin Randall had one conversation going and now walking toward the Mean Green bench and apparently yelling at another member of his crew. This is with 1:44 to go in the half. And as it stands, the Mean Green will take over at their own 3. But we continue to wait and hear what this is all about. Kevin Randall just standing watching his field judge in a conversation. James Reif with Eric Morris. Now joined by the referee Randall. And Eric definitely making some
There
points.
are 2 fouls on the play, one by each team. Illegal formation, kicking team, more than 4 players in the backfield. During the kick, holding, receiving team, those fouls will offset. We'll replay 4th down.
Holding on a fair catch at the 3. That is a special teams play gone wrong in a few areas. So they'll do it all again. Now, normally it's been Miles Coleman returning kicks. Landon Sides will drop back again.
By the way, Dave, we talked about the great play by Weslowski to force this. Ethan's at 10 tackles by halftime. So while the offensive numbers are skyrocketing, that's a big number to have at half.
Yeah, that's how you shake off being shaken up. Landon has returned 5 punts all year for a total of 18 yards. Paqueta again booms this one, and Landon lets it go over his head. It takes a sideways bounce and will be down at the 5, but that's the way you handle that. Because the one thing you can't have happen is what happened, Hank. I know you know the game I'm talking about. Louisiana Tech, right before the end of the half, 2018. Jalen Darden decided to field one at the 5, muffed it. La Tech returned, recovered it, scored on one play, and ended up winning that game.
Jalen had a wonderful career and made many a big play, but that was one he'll always look back on and, just wish he had a second chance. Well, the Mean Green got a $1.34 and a timeout left in their back pocket, but a long ways to go.
Well, I'm not going to suggest that they can't score from 95 yards out in one play. Minute 34 to go. Snap to Drew standing on the goal line and hands it to Hawkins. Bounces off Owls. Drives his way to a first down of the 17.
I'll tell you who has a headache. Jack Kane, graduated senior out of Long Beach, got trucked.
Oregon State transfer. Quick snap back. Drew looking, still looking, steps up, throws over the middle, another catch, Wyatt Young. 35 down to the 40 with 1:16. 24 more yards, what a first half for Wyatt Young. His 3rd catch, he's near 200 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns. Snap from the 40 with 1:12. And the handoff for Hawkins, looking to go right, and the Owls have it strung out beautifully, and they bring him down to the 38 for a loss of 2.
On that previous play, Mestemaker, with eyes in the back of his head, gets the pass off just in time. Now the Mean Green will burn that timeout.
That's their 3rd. It'll be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 1:04. 1:04.
And we will take.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. crazy numbers. Wyatt Young, 3 catches, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Mestemaker, 7 of 9, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns.
You know what it's starting to smell like? Charlotte. Wyatt Young now with 2 150-yard receiving games. The first one at Charlotte, and Mestemaker threw for 609 that night. I mean, you almost start to expect it when you see these guys getting in the groove they've been in.
Well, they've stayed in that groove for all but really 1 quarter of the South Florida game. They led late in the first half, and a muffed punt started the onslaught by the Bulls. 2nd and 12. Drew drops and throws, and this one almost intercepted. It was intended over the middle for Miles Coleman. 2 Owl defenders had their hands on it. The nose tackle, Blake Banish, whose grandfather was a rice farmer in Needville, got his hands on that one, thrown way behind Miles Coleman.
Calloused hands, not soft hands, and he couldn't bring it in.
And then the linebacker Andrew Awe had a shot at it. So 3rd and 12 from the 38. And Drew fires. Coleman makes this catch at the 45, but no yardage after the catch. He is slung down at the 47-yard line, and it will be 4th and 3 with the clock running 47 seconds.
Boy, and Coleman, not a big guy, got crumpled hard. You could argue even a late hit there as he was already on the ground, but he'll stay in the slot right.
And Eric Morris out of timeouts. Clock rolling, 30 seconds. 4th and 3 from their own 47. Now Rice will call timeout with 24 seconds. So Scott.
Timeout, Rice. That's their second. Please reset the game clock to 25 seconds.
Kali Naguma has shown some range in recent weeks. It's conceivable to get into his range here with 1 pass play.
Scott Abel let a lot of time elapse before calling that timeout.
Yeah. I'm not sure that timeout benefits Rice as much as it benefits North Texas at this point. Gives you an extra opportunity to come up with 2 plays at least in the 25 seconds left.
Well, 4th downs, the Mean Green 2 for 2 tonight. 4th and 3 from their own 47. Owls only have 1 timeout remaining, so if they get the stop, then they would presumably have time for 3 plays, maybe 4 with a timeout. But they've got to get the stop first. Mean Green need to get to the 50. Motion left to right by Williams. Long count and a whistle. And this is going to be a 5-yard mark off.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That is the first penalty on either team in this game on the sophomore left tackle, Braden Nelson.
Yeah, it's been a great pace, and that's one of the reasons, because the Hankies have not been out there.
Yeah, there was movement by Andrew Awe off that left side of the Mean Green offensive line. That seemed to cause Braden Nelson to react, and so that makes the decision now easy. Sawyer Evans will punt it away on 4th and 8. First penalty on either team. They come after Sawyer. He gets off a nice end-over-end boot, which will be fair caught at the 17-yard line. 40-yard effort into the arms of Dickman, and the Owls have 20 seconds and 1 timeout to work with.
Not exactly their forte, a team that loves to run the ball, eat the clock. Haven't been proficient in the passing, especially in a quick passing game. And you know, they take care of the ball really well, but this is one of those dangerous moments where if they do try to stretch the field and try to get something done, then that Mean Green ball-hawking defense could make a play.
222 total yards for Rice. They averaged 308 per game. Had a terrific first quarter. They've averaged 5.4 per play, 5.3 per rush. Chase Jenkins through the air, 7 of 9, 54 yards. And from his 17-yard line, one timeout to work with. But he hands it off to Jackson, and Jackson will be slung down at the 19 after pickup of 2. As B.J. Allen comes up from nickel, and the Owls will settle for that. And the Mean Green will settle for a 28-14 lead at the half with 4 unanswered touchdowns beginning late in the first quarter. Drew Mestemaker, 8 of 11, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wyatt Young, 3 catches, 182 yards, 2 of those touchdowns. Halftime in Houston, 28-14, Mean Green on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
These preferred local partners in the auto service industry have chosen to support the UNT Auto Team. Consider them for all of your auto service needs. Quick Car Oil Change, Auto Care of Denton, and Advantage Hail Repair. Thank you to our service industry partners for supporting the UNT Auto Team. Go Mean Green.
Point Bank, serving Denton County since 1884, the longest in North Texas. We are a proud supporter of the University of North Texas Athletics. At Point Bank, we're a real bank with real people, real free checking, and real fast loan decisions. On top of that, Point Bank now offers locally serviced credit cards. Choose between rewards or premier rate with one of the lowest rates in the market. Subject to credit approval. Visit pointbank.com or come into one of our convenient locations for more details. That's why your neighbors love us and you will too at Point Bank, member FDIC.
Are you looking to make a bold statement in your business? Let Mello Science DFW's leading experts in science service and brand development partner with you for the next stage of growth serving local, regional, and national clients. Mello's dedicated and experienced staff will guide you from the first sketch to nationwide installation. Bring your ideas and let Mello Science make them a reality. Proud sponsors of UNT Mean Green Athletics. Call Mello Science at 214-214. Sign for a free estimate. Call 682-312-5338.
The Mean Green Preferred Hotel Partnership was created due to our increased need for hotel rooms throughout the year. For all of our overnight needs, we encourage you to stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle are your 2025 Mean Green Hotel partners. Stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle.
55 acres. Row after row to choose from. Big selection is just the beginning at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park. Shop 55 acres of Buicks, Cadillacs, Chevys, and GMCs. 55 acres of new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park in Denton. And remember, the difference is worth the drive. TomClarkAutoPark.com.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield, Mean Green Football is brought to you by Point Bank, Coca-Cola, Metzler's Barbecue, Ramey King Insurance, Coors Light, and by Guaranteed Bank and Trust. Now, this is Mean Green Halftime.
And welcome in to the First State Bank halftime show. North Texas leads it at the intermission. 28-14 is your score. Texas in front with 28 unanswered points after falling down 14-0 to start this game. And speaking of the start of this game, we'll walk you through the entire first half here as we take a look at some highlights from that first half of play, brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. North Texas won the toss, elected to defer, so Rice got the football to start the game, and put together a pretty methodical opening drive. 12 plays, 86 yards, exactly 6 minutes off the clock, and ended with this long touchdown run.
An option keeper, and breaking a tackle all the way to the end zone goes Chase Jenkins, and the Owls take the early lead.
PAT was good to make it a 7-0 Rice lead early. North Texas went 3 and out on their first offensive possession of the game. and then punted it back to Rice, who marched down the field again very methodically. 10 plays, 71 yards this time, just shy of 6 minutes, and another touchdown scamper put the Owls up by 14.
And they fake the option. They go reverse. Aaron Turner turns the corner. 5, touchdown. 13-0 Rice.
PAT was good to make it 14-0. North Texas's offense finally got going, though, on their next plays. On their next drive, it took them just 2 plays to go the length of the field, 76 yards in total, capped off by this long bomb to Wyatt Young.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Mestamaker drops and looks up, fires one deep, wide open. Wyatt Young caught at the 30, 25, breaks the tackle. This is going to be a touchdown. 74 yards for Wyatt Young, and just like that, the Mean Green are on the board.
PAT was good to make it a 14-7 advantage, or in favor of the Rice Owls. Rice, on their next drive, turned it over on downs after picking up just 1 first down. That left a short porch for North Texas. They go 7 plays, 52 yards in 2.5 minutes, and Caleb Hawkins found his second home again, the end zone, to cap the drive.
Quick snap. Give to Caleb, off right tackle, touchdown. Caleb Hawkins again finds his home away from home. Pay dirt. His 20th touchdown of the year, his 17th rushing, his 14-13.
PAT was good to tie the game up at 14 apiece, and from there the Mean Green defense would lock in, forcing a 3-and-out on the next Rice drive. And on the next North Texas drive, 6 plays, 77 yards, and another long bomb through the air.
Drew dropping back, looking left, looking right, fires it deep down the right sideline. Caught at the 10-5, touchdown, Mean Green. Touchdown, Trey Williams, the third of the Mean Green, lead it for the first time tonight.
PAT was good there to make it a 21-14 advantage for the Mean Green. Rice would have to punt on their next drive, and on the very next play for the Mean Green, they'd play the long game again.
Mestamaker drops the throw, fires into the right flat, caught, first down, yardage after the catch. Wyatt Young still going, 40-50, there he goes. One man with a chance, 30, 20, 10-5, touchdown, Wyatt Young. 84 yards is the new longest play of the season.
And no, Dave, they can't take time. They just have to score when they want to. There were several opportunities for the Owls to put Wyatt Young down, but he would not go down. I mean, stiff arms, pirouettes, and then a burst of speed at the end to take it in the end zone. Mestamaker has found him a new favorite receiver.
PAT was good there to make it a 28-14 game, the score that we would take into the half. We are at the break again. North Texas in front of Rice in Houston by a margin of 28-14. That's a look at your first half highlights. We'll go ahead and take a break here on the First State Bank halftime show. When we come back, let's look at scores from around the country. This is Mean Green football from Learfield.
Super Pit, Embassy Suites, Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning Embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full-service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
Mean Green fans, support the 2025 UNT Home Team Partners for your home service needs. Green Eagle Roofing and Construction, owned and operated by UNT Hall of Fame linebacker Lance White, and Adams Exterminating, celebrating 65 years of service in Denton County. We encourage all of our fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance.
Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's Old-Fashioned Ice Cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DAC Stadium.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of North Texas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
And welcome back into the First State Bank halftime show. Again, North Texas in front right now by a margin of 14. It's 28-14 is your score. North Texas up on the Fighting Rice Owls. And before we go any further, we'll step away from this game for a second to look at scores from around the country brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. We'll run through the American and the top 25. Everyone else has gone final in the conference today. Number 4, Georgia took down Charlotte 35-3. Number 24, Tulane defeats Temple 37-13. Tulsa, a road win at Army, 26-25, the final score there. UConn in a shootout against FAU comes away with a 48-45 victory. South Florida 48-18 winners over UAB. And UTSA continues their undefeated conference home streak under Jeff Traylor, 58-24. They defeat East Carolina. As far as the top 25 is concerned, a handful of games have gone final. We'll rapid fire through those. Number 1, Ohio State defeats Rutgers 42-9. Number 3, Texas A&M 48-0 over Samford. Oregon, number 7, Oregon defeats number 15, USC 42-27. Number 8, Oklahoma 17-6 victors over number 22, Missouri. Number 9, Notre Dame 70-7. They take down Syracuse. Number 10, Alabama 56-0 over Eastern Illinois. Number 12, Utah escapes 51-47 over Kansas State. Number 13, Miami 34-17 victors on the road at Virginia Tech. Number 14, Vanderbilt 45-17 winners over Kentucky. Number 17, Texas 52-37 over Arkansas. Number 18, Michigan 45-20 on the road at Maryland. Houston upends number 23. TCU upends number 23 Houston 17-14. The final score there. Games in progress. Pittsburgh trying to upset number 16 Georgia Tech. The Panthers lead at 28-14 at the start of the third quarter. Number 20, Tennessee, shutting out Florida right now, 28-0 coming up on the end of the first half there. They are at the half between Wisconsin and number 21, Illinois. Wisconsin leading it 10-7. Number 11, BYU, tied with Cincinnati, 7-7, 4:33 to play in the second quarter there. And then number 25, Arizona State, trailing to Colorado, 7-3, with 6:29 to play in the second quarter there. That's a look at scores from around the country here via the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. Again, North Texas leads Rice right now at the intermission. Your score, the Mean Green 28 and the Rice Owls 14. We'll take another break. When we come back, Dave Barnett will run through the stats of the first half from this contest. This is Mean Green football from Learfield.
55 acres. Row after row to choose from. Big selection is just the beginning at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park. Shop 55 acres of Buicks, Cadillacs, Chevys, and GMCs. 55 acres of new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park in Denton. And remember, the difference is worth the drive. TomClarkAutoPark.com.
Right here in Denton, Complete Foot and Ankle Care of North Texas has provided comprehensive care for almost 20 years. Unlike any other podiatry office, we are a one-stop shop for all of your foot and ankle needs. From sports injuries, diabetic foot care and shoe dispensing, custom orthotics, wound care, x-rays and testing, lab services, surgery, our own full-service nail salon, and more. We offer excellent service and exceptional treatment. Call us at 866-490-FOOT today to schedule your appointment. That's 866-490-FOOT.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a two-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Ever think about insurance? Probably only when you need it. But at Higginbotham Insurance, we have over 650 insurance experts across Texas who think about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We'll help you identify your vulnerabilities and develop a plan for protecting you against them. Higginbotham provides every insurance service you need, whether it's home, car, health, or business and employees. We take the time to understand your unique insurance needs and create solutions that work for you and your budget. Global reach, local touch, single source. Higginbotham Insurance, a proud supporter of UNT Athletics.
Are you looking to make a bold statement in your business? Let Mellow Science DFW's leading experts in science, service, and brand development partner with you for the next stage of growth, serving local, regional, and national clients. Mellow's dedicated and experienced staff will guide you from the first sketch to nationwide installation. Bring your ideas and let Mellow Science make them a reality. Proud sponsors of UNT Mean Green Athletics. Call Mellow Science at 214-214. Sign for a free estimate. Call 682-312-5338.
First half numbers, Mean Green with 28 unanswered points, lead 28-14. They outgained the Owls 335 to 225. Through the air, Mestamaker is 8 of 11, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 35.6 yards per completion. Chase Jenkins, 7 of 9, 54 yards. On the ground, 171 for the Owls, led by Aaron Turner's 5 carries, 47 yards and a touchdown. 50 yards on the ground for the Mean Green, all by Caleb Hawkins on 12 carries, including a touchdown. He is going to start the second half 17 yards shy of 1,000. The Mean Green averaging 14 yards per snap and lead at 28-14 and will receive the second half kickoff when we return to Rice Stadium on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Marriott Hotel and Golf Club at Champion Circle is proud to be the exclusive hotel sponsor of UNT's Mean Green Athletics. Only 20 minutes away with 288 spacious rooms, on-site restaurant, state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and hot tub, we're the perfect place for game day weekend. Host your event in our elegant hotel meeting spaces or the paddock, our rustic event venue perfect for weddings, corporate events, and more. Don't forget our 18-hole championship golf course. Check us out at Marriott.com/DFWMC or call 817-961-0800 to come stay and play.
One bad decision to drive under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or edibles could result in a DWI costing you up to $17,000 in fines and fees, the loss of a license, jail time, and the loss of trust from loved ones. Or worse, a lifetime of regret. Drive sober or it's game over. Help improve driver behavior in North Texas by visiting driveawareNTX.org.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And it's all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
Hey Mean Green fans, I am Randy Somm with Texas Regional Bank and a proud UNT alumni board member as well as an adjunct professor. Like UNT, we have a great team and Texas Regional Bank is proud to be part of this great community. Join me at our Texas Regional Bank tailgate trailer and let's talk Mean Green football. Go Mean Green, member FDIC and equal housing lender, NMLS number 804865.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield, Mean Green Football is on the air. Brought to you by SeatGeek, Mellow Signs, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Dos Equis, Quick Car of Denton and Paloma Creek, and by Texas Regional Bank. Now, with the call of the second half, once again, Dave Barnett and Hank Dickinson.
Back at Rice Stadium with the Mean Green, we'll get the second half kickoff and try to continue this run of 28 unanswered points, up 28-14. Some numbers that we should add to that first half. Wyatt Young, 3 catches. He now has the 3 longest plays of the year from scrimmage. He had a 70-yarder already this year, and touchdown passes of 74 and 84 from Drew Mestemaker. His 3rd touchdown pass went 56 yards to Trey Williams. So for Wyatt Young, 3 catches, 182, 2 touchdowns. Rice's rushing leader, Aaron Turner, also the receiving leader, 5 catches for 38 yards.
One other thought on Wyatt Young. Now with 936 receiving yards, he's number 11 in terms of single-season receiving yards, and only 31 yards shy in the air of catching John Love, the great John Love, from 1965. Only 9 1,000-yard receiving seasons in school history. You got to believe it's out there for Wyatt Young tonight, the way he and Mestemaker hooked up. And Dave, the other thing about folks that may have just joined into this, Rice's first 2 touchdown drives averaged 6 minutes each. The Mean Green's 4 touchdown drives totaled under 6 minutes. So it's not a game that Rice can really rely on their strengths now. They opened the game very sharp, time-consuming, playing keep away and scoring, but now they got to play catch-up. And the Mean Green 7-0 on the year and 15-2 under Eric Morris when they lead at the break.
So Caleb Hawkins will start this half 17 yards shy of 1,000 with Wyatt Young's 182 in the first half. He is at 963 receiving yards. And Drew Mestemaker started the game with 3,000 yards. 2 years ago, the only time in school history, 3,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher. Second half underway. Kickoff will be returned from the 3-yard line. And Simeon Evans spins away from one hit at the 20 and finally captured at the 29. So the Mean Green will try to keep this scoring streak on pace. They were down 14-0 late in the first quarter and have not been stopped since.
No, and I bet this offense was anxious to get out here to begin the second half. Having won the toss way back when and deferred, this is their chance to really kind of put their foot down.
From the 29, Hawkins off the left hip of Mestemaker. Wyatt Young in motion right to left. And a handoff to Caleb, and the Owls meet him at the line of scrimmage. He will fall forward for a couple of yards to the 31, and he's 15 away from 1,000. You go back to freshman year of the Mean Green, one of 2 Mean Green national rushing leaders. Last time the Mean Green had a freshman crack 1,000. Williams in motion right to left. Mestemaker drops back. Hawkins picks up a blitzing linebacker. Throw caught at midfield. Wide open again. Young fights his way through 3 Owl defenders inside their 30 to the 28.
But the obvious thing is what you picked up on. Hawkins bought a world of time sealing off the left side. He's just excellent at knowing exactly where it's coming from and allowing Mestemaker to pick and choose.
Quick snap from the 28. Well, now Drew up and down behind the line, looks to the far sideline, and quickly Miles Coleman checking in for Wyatt Young. Maybe just to give Wyatt a breather.
He's going to go sit down.
Maybe not just that. Yeah, he takes a seat on the bench. Play clock at 5, and now the Owls make late substitutions, and the ball is not made ready for play as the play clock expires.
Timeout, North Texas. That's their first.
And that's the second time that the officials allowing those late substitutions have forced the Mean Green to call a timeout.
Yeah, in the first half, there was literally 1 second left on the play clock by the time they readied him. Then I'm watching Jeff Smith, the trainer, attend to Wyatt Young. When Wyatt was tackled, his head hit the turf hard. He's a hard guy to get out of the lineup, but I think he just really had the air knocked completely out of him.
Well, hopefully nothing more than that. He's talking with Jeff on the bench. Doesn't appear to be in pain.
He was breathing awful heavy, so maybe he's just trying to kind of get that breath back in. It was a pretty good spill he took.
Well, they got him over 1,000 yards for the season.
Yeah, surpassed the great John Love, who in 1965 led in receiving and was also the field goal kicker.
Wyatt playing near home, sophomore from Katy Tompkins. So now, first down from the Owl 28. And Mestemaker dropping, fires it over the middle. Nice catch, Miles Coleman. Inside the 15, brought down, first down at the 13-yard line.
Coleman's made a couple of grabs tonight, now over 41 connections between the Vandergriffs.
Quick snap from the 13. And the handoff for Hawkins through the middle, breaking tackles inside the 5. They get him at the 2. First and goal from the 2.
I bet he'll be set up for another handoff, Dave.
It's going to happen quickly. Mean Green scrambled to the line. And the fake has Drew keeping for a touchdown. Leaps over the goal line. Overtime Morris. Touchdown Drew Mestemaker. His 5th on the ground, and it's 34 unanswered points for the Mean Green.
And a joyous gallop at the end after everybody, including myself, thought Hawkins would get the chance to get pay dirt. Fake it to the Hawk, and Mestemaker, who's been good on his feet, adds touchdown number 5 in the rushing variety.
Well, if he had handed it off to Caleb, that would have been a loss.
Yep.
Because he was immediately engulfed by 3 Owl defenders, who then, to their dismay, realized he didn't have the ball. And Guma back out for another PAT, boots it through, 12:55 to go, third quarter. After trailing 14-0, it's 35-14. North Texas leading Rice on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability in the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right. As a special benefit to your membership, Texas Farm Bureau members can get 2 free tickets to North Texas football games. Just show proof of membership at the North Texas ticket office, or get your 2 free tickets online at texasfarmbureau.org/sports. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
See, the thing about this season where history is made not just every week, sometimes every series, and in a game like this, every play, it takes virtually the entire sports information department staff, and we have to import Chris Wiley and bring him back out of mothballs, and it takes all those combined brains to keep up with these numbers. So, Wyatt Young, over 1,000 for the season, 4 catches, 223 yards tonight, 2 touchdowns. He's already 8th most in a single game in program history. Caleb Hawkins, 14 carries, 64 yards. Not really featured on that opening drive of the third quarter, but he stands on the precipice of his 1,000-yard season. And so what we started to tell you, but they scored too quickly, was in 2023. The only time in history of the program there was a 3,000-yard passer, in that case Chandler Rogers, a 1,000-yard rusher, ohioAAF, and a 1,000-yard receiver. Jamori Macklin. Well, Mean Green already had Mestemaker at 3,000. Now they've got Wyatt Young over 1,000 and Caleb Hawkins on the precipice.
Man, I tell you, and you start thinking about the beginning of the portal days, all three of those kids gone the next year. And so it's been this reload philosophy, and nobody really has done it better than Eric Morris. He's the right guy for the right time. Whether you agree with all of what's going on in college athletics, he's able to pivot, adjust, and continue to bring in incredible talent. And these two freshmen are a national story at this point.
One of those freshmen was the theme of the Mob halftime show. As Nguma's kickoff will be fair caught by Quentin Jackson at the 4-yard line.
Do tell. I was busy crunching stats. What did the Mob do?
As you know, the Marching Owl Band specializes in satire, and their theme, this little halftime playlet, was the Mean Green continually making offers, financial offers, to keep Drew Mestemaker next year. They had a big fake dollar bill out there, and fake Drew Mestemaker kept looking at the sheet of paper and throwing it in disgust back at the two Mob members representing North Texas Sports Administration. All that for a freshman. First down from the 25 for the Owls, and their first play of the second half is a run off left tackle by Jackson for 3 and pushed back from the 28-yard line by Trey Fields and Kenton Allen.
Rice's first two possessions, they looked good. They ran 22 plays, 157 yards, and scored 14 points. Their last 5 possessions, now at 20 plays, 70 total yards.
They're averaging 5.3 per play. It's not bad. The Mean Green are averaging 14 yards per play, 34 yards per completion for Drew Mestemaker. 2nd and 7, out of the pistol, option right. Jenkins, a late pitch. Quentin Jackson wiped out Trey Fields, ready for him along with Will Jones, the second, a loss of 3 back to the 24.
Couldn't have strung it out better. Huddleston stayed right on the quarterback and was there in case he didn't pitch it, forced him to pitch maybe at the last moment. But, boy, the reserves were all there. And the Mean Green, like we said, after a shaky start, they've not just settled in, they've taken over.
Will Jones read that one perfectly. Senior safety out of Mansfield Summit. So 3rd and 11 from the 24. Jenkins has thrown it well, 7 of 9 for 54 yards. Drops, looks, going to step up and keep it, and he will scramble for the first down, ridden down at the 38-yard line.
May have been by design because they don't pass a lot, and he was able to see that there was a lot of room out to the right and really certainly was touched at the end, but had no problem getting to the yards needed.
Well, he gets ahead of steam, and it took both Ethan Weslowski to bring him down with Jackson Lataimua, the nickel, who made his first start in the Mean Green uniform tonight. The handoff on an end around goes nowhere. Aaron Turner was their leading rusher much of that first half. This time he is stopped for a loss of a yard back at the 37.
Not many flags thrown in this game, which we're grateful for, but Lataimua looked like he was being held in pursuit to the ball carrier still. A loss of yardage.
There has been one flag, 5 yards against the Mean Green late in the second quarter. 2nd and 11. Snap in the gun. Handoff goes up the middle, and the pile with Jackson pushes forward to the 43, and that will bring up 3rd and 5.
Jaden Williams getting in on the tackle. He's a guy coming back from injury, so good to see him out there and contributing along that defensive front.
Owls on 3rd down tonight, 4 of 8. Mean Green have not converted a single 3rd down, believe it or not, 0 for 4. But 2 for 2 on 4th down. 5 minutes gone, 3rd quarter. 35-14 Mean Green. The Owls led 14-0 late in the first quarter. In the pistol. Snap back. Option right. Trey Fields wraps up Jenkins by the legs for a yard gain at the 44-yard line. It is 4th and 4.
Movement on the right side of the line, it smelled of confusion for Rice. Now, they run that play a lot, but I think there was something broken on what ideally Jenkins wanted to be able to exploit.
They are going to go for it on their own 44. 9:20 to go in the third quarter. You're down 35-14. Got to do something, says Scott Abel. So empty backfield. Snap back for Jenkins. Looks left. Fires. Caught at midfield. It is enough for a first down. Catch is made by Aaron Turner against the coverage of Will Jones.
Turner and Dickman, always the guys that Jenkins is going to rely on, but they also had split Jackson out wide to the right side, so he was a concern on the short side of the field. The play went to the wide side.
At this point, the Owls need little victories like that one. So fresh set of downs. They start at the 50. And after a fake handoff, keeper Jenkins not fooling anybody and stopped in the backfield for a loss. Braden Knox gets into the backfield.
Second time tonight that Knox has made a play behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, speaking to defensive rotation depth, and that's a good thing late in the season, seeing new guys start to shine.
I think it took a quarter for the Mean Green defense to remember how to string out options like this.
No doubt.
Did it way back in September against Army and a few weeks ago against Navy. This is going to be 2nd and 14. The Owls back at their own 46. And Jenkins drops and looks to throw. Dumps it over the middle, and a short catch caught at the 50-yard line. And he finally connects with his tight end, Micah Barnett. Only his second catch of the season for the senior from Dickinson.
Yeah, the problem for Barnett, he was wearing a Weslowski overcoat. The second he caught it, Ethan was all over him.
Scott Abel was recruiting him to Davidson. Decided to walk on here. And now on scholarship as an Owl senior. 3rd and 9 now from just across midfield. Jenkins again dropping. Throws into the right flat. Incomplete. Too far out in front of Aaron Turner.
Had Turner against Fields, and so you wanted the matchup on the linebacker. But again, some of these throws tonight have either been short hoppers or just wide. And that one didn't have the touch on it going to the boundary towards the Mean Green bench.
Scott Abel went for it on 4th and short. He will not go for it on 4th and 9. So Alex Paquetta back out there to punt, having a terrific year, averaging better than 45 yards per boot. 12 of better than 50 yards. Mean Green crowding the middle. Landon sides again, returning punts tonight, not Miles Coleman. And Landon sprints up to the 14 to signal this fair catch. Only 36 yards on the punt, 7:12 to go. Third quarter, 35-14 Mean Green. They get the ball back when we return to Houston on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability. In the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every building requires a strong foundation, and no one understands strength like Rhino Steel Buildings. We're a national company with 25 years of experience you can count on. Rhino buildings are durable, affordable, and completely customized, so you can create your dream building. Speak with a metal building specialist today and experience the Rhino difference. Visit rhinobldg.com. rhinobldg.com.
Well, trying once again to keep up with all the numbers that keep flying past us. And the next milestone will be for Caleb Hawkins, 1,000 yards in this true freshman season. He came in needing 67. He is at 14 carries, 64 yards.
Meanwhile, his counterpart, the wide receiver, Wyatt Young, having a big night, 223 yards. So he's 1 yard behind Marcus Camper, who had 224 at Texas back in 1988. That was kind of a historic game, as I recall. The record for receiving yards in a game, Casey Fitzgerald at SMU, September 8th of 2007, 327. That was the same night that Daniel Mager threw for 600. That record was broken at Charlotte in terms of the quarterback passing yards by Mestemaker, but we need to keep an eye on Wyatt Young. Still a lot of time, and it is conceivable the way the big plays have busted for him.
Absolutely. Mean Green also keep the streak of 30 points or more in now 11 consecutive games, first time in program history. Only Navy has held them as low as 31 points. So from their own 14, they start this series. First down, play fake over the middle, catch is made, 30, 40, there he goes again, 50, finally chased down at the 40. Wyatt Young again slicing through the Owl defense, 46 more yards.
I think Casey Fitzgerald is within reach tonight. I mean, we just told you about it, and another big play.
Officials now will not put the ball in play until the defensive subs are made. Twice the Owls were able to force the Mean Green into timeouts. Ball ready for play now from the Owl 40. And Mestemaker with the handoff. Hawkins turns the right corner, fights his way inside the 35. He's got 1,000 yards. Down to the 34-yard line. More history for the Mean Green, seemingly on every snap now.
But wasn't that the kind of run that has just defined him? He bounced off and ran through 3 Owls to get over the 1,000-yard mark.
2nd and 4 from the Owl 34. Caleb behind Drew in the pistol. Handoff is fake. Drew dropping back, fires it over the middle, just off the hands of his target, Terrence Lewis at the 15. That's only the fourth incompletion all night for Drew. Now 11 of 15, 387 yards, 3 touchdowns, 35 yards per completion. Wyatt Young, 5 catches, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, 54 yards per catch. 3rd and 4. Mean Green 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Drew with the handoff, and immediately they're on Hawkins. He will struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 4th and 4.
3rd down has not been magic. Everything else, it would seem, has been for the Mean Green, but that's been a tough down. And you're up 35-14. Right now, looks like everyone's staying out there.
No one even really looking to the sideline expecting Sawyer Evans. So under 5.5 minutes, 3rd quarter. 4th and 4 from the Owl 34. They are perfect on 4th down. 2 of 2 the first half. Williams in motion, trips left. Drew back looking that way. Fires it. Caught. 1st down at the 27-yard line as Landon Sides is popped hard. Hangs on. His first catch of the night. Good for 7 in the first. Here comes a quick snap from the 27. Mestemaker dropping, looking, fires again, left side, and is caught by Williams, spun out of bounds at the 21.
Been the big night for Wyatt Young, but certainly Mestemaker loves sprinkling it around to different receivers. 15 receivers with over 15 catches on the year.
Drew right at 400 yards on 13 of 17. So 208 more yards. He's got time. 4.5 to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 4, the Owl 21. Snap back. Hand off. Hawkins breaks tackles. 1st down to the 12-yard line. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Kept on churning, showing why he leads the nation. Yards after contact, 4.7 yards.
And again, the Mean Green this season have been heroic in the red zone at 93%. And the vast majority have ended in touchdowns, not just taking points in terms of a field goal.
First down from the Owl 12. Clock rolling, under 3:50. Caleb in motion out of an empty backfield. Tossed into the right flat. First catch of the night by Cameron Dorner, and he will be tripped up at the 7. He's got to feel left out.
Yeah. Cam's always the guy to come up with stylish catches. That one he had to open the game at Charlotte, still one of the best grabs of the year.
Falling into the end zone, covered well, one-handed. Gathered it in with his left mitt. 2nd and 5 from the 7. And they give up the middle, untouched, touchdown, Caleb Hawkins. He does it again. It's 41-14, 41 unanswered points. Caleb Hawkins, almost indescribable what this true freshman from tiny Shawnee, Oklahoma is doing. Historically for the program and nationally. I mean, he's got to be considered for every All-America team.
The argument on who should be the freshman of the year in the American is an interesting one, is it not?
Yeah, because he's battling his own quarterback. As Nguma's PAT, as usual, good. 3:14 to go, third quarter. 42-14 Mean Green. The Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DAC Stadium.
What do UNT, Super Pit, Embassy Suites Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
Zach Babb back here with you at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk from historic Rice Stadium in Houston. A quick look at some top 25 scores, particularly in the lower half of the top 25 as far as the college football playoff is concerned, with North Texas kind of right on the bubble there. Some other teams in the 20s have lost today. Number 23, Houston fell to TCU 17-14. You also have Arizona State, ranked number 25, struggling a little bit with Colorado. The Sun Devils lead at 13-7 at the half. And then number 21, Illinois, trailing Wisconsin 17-7. So all of that said, if those teams end up falling, that could open the path for, even with Tulane winning today earlier, taking down Temple at number 24, 37-13, could leave some open space for North Texas to maybe jump into the college football playoff rankings as well. If that were to happen, the first tiebreaker, and if Navy keeps winning, the first tiebreaker in the American is the CFP ranking. So if you have Tulane and North Texas ranked, that would be your matchup in the championship game no matter what. Dave?
Well, the history note for this one time, I'm going to have the microphone, and there'll probably be another one next time. Freshman with 3,000 yards passing, 1,000 rushing, as Drew and Caleb have tonight. Last team to do it, 2021 Ohio State. C.J. Stroud threw for 4,435. Travion Henderson rushed for 1,248. Drew is at 3,405 passing. Caleb now at 1,019 rushing yards. And I'm not sure if we need to see them in the fourth quarter.
No, it'd be nice to rest them when you can after a 9-play, 86-yard drive that took right at 4 minutes. And the 7-yard touchdown by Hawkins, his 21st, which ties him with his running backs coach, Patrick Cobbs, who did that in 2003. Cobbs sprinkled in a return touchdown and a receiving touchdown that year. I guess that's the only thing we need to do is figure out if Hawkins can return kicks.
Hopefully will not be required.
But yeah, I think maybe the ability to rest those kids could be huge.
Ngumba's kickoff through the end zone. Touchback, and the Owls start from their 25. Trying to end this onslaught. 42 unanswered points. Handoff coming left, and Aaron Turner shoved out of bounds at the 34 and a pickup of 9. Clock rolling down to 3 minutes to go in the third.
Really good start for Rice, a team coming in 5-5, trying to get to bowl eligibility, but they look ahead. They've got to go to South Florida next week. Rough way to end in what has been a promising year.
Shotgun snap, handoff off right tackle, and with extra effort, that will be just enough for a first down for DeAndre Hardiman right at the 35.
Mean Green trying to strip at the very end of that. They've not come up with a turnover tonight, which has been a huge part of the successful recipe this year. 24 turnovers forced, 12 interceptions, 12 fumbles.
And of course, leading the nation in turnover margin, plus 1.4 per game. This is a pistol, a triple stack pistol, 2 backs behind the quarterback Jenkins. Option left, toss goes to Aaron Turner and run out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Maybe the 41. And this will set up 2nd and 4. Clock hits 2 minutes to go in the third.
Once again, trying to pick on Weslowski in space, and that's just been a bad idea. He had double-digit tackles before halftime, and he was able to kind of turn that play in and not allow it to get a big leak.
Owls come up shoulder to shoulder. Tight formation, only one wide out. And the handoff off left tackle, big room, 50-40 down the sideline goes Hardiman, finally brought down at the 23-yard line by Patrick Smith-Young. 37 yards for DeAndre Hardiman, the true freshman from North Shore High School.
He was chugging it, and he carefully put that ball on the boundary side so that he wouldn't have any problems losing it.
Really perfectly blocked by the left side up front by the Owls. Give up the middle, and this time no room past the 20-yard line, and they whistle Hardiman dead there. Still a gain of 3.
That big burst helps out, but Coach Abel knows trying to play from behind, this far behind, the style of football doesn't really help you. You've got to have some big explosives in the run game.
Chase Jenkins is almost exactly at what he averages per game through the air. He's 10 of 13 for 64 yards. His average on the year is 10 of 14 for 88 yards. The Owl passing game, 133rd nationally. Out of the pistol on 2nd down. Once again up the middle, and Hardiman keeps those legs churning. The pile keeps moving and finally whistled down at the 15. It'll be 3rd and short.
3rd down's been a lot better down for the Owls tonight than it has the Mean Green, even though it's a 42-14 Mean Green advantage.
Should be the final play of the quarter. 10 seconds and counting. Jenkins on the end around, gives to Turner, turns the corner, there he goes, touchdown. Aaron Turner ends 42 unanswered Mean Green points with 4 seconds to spare in the 3rd quarter.
So for Rice, pending the PAT, they cut the lead in half with a quarter to play, signaling that they've still got some real gas left in their tank, even though it was a really rough run by the Mean Green with the 35 unanswered.
Hardiman out front with a key block on Trey Fields to spring Aaron Turner. 7th carry, 62 yards. A flag before the extra point snap.
False start. Kicking team, number 76. 5-yard penalty, and we'll try.
That is on guard John Long, and that's the first Owl penalty of the night. Both teams now have had 1 5-yard penalty.
Pretty quick drive for the Rice Owls. 7 plays, 75 yards, just over 3 minutes. They don't do it much quicker than that.
Yeah, 4 seconds to spare in the quarter. Enoch Goda will kick this one from about 26 yards out. This PAT good. It is 42-21. That might be enough to get Drew Mestemaker, Caleb Hawkins, Wyatt Young back out there for the at least first possession of the fourth quarter. We'll see.
Don't disagree with that, but I think in the end, if they could tack on one more or just get you a little deeper into the fourth, and resting some of those frontline guys would be good. You know, this season has had two very well-timed open weeks. They've come at good times in the year, and I think Eric Morris and the training staff especially have used those absolutely to their advantage. There have been the normal injuries, but really outside of what happened to Witter, pretty injury-free in terms of major episodes.
Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. Well, there's one comparative score the Mean Green can keep track of. James Madison played Washington State and barely won that one 24-20. So the comparative score with the Mean Green, September 13th, 59-10 over Wazoo. The interest in James Madison in any discussion involving the college football playoff just makes very little sense. Before today, they had beaten one team with a winning record all year. That's Old Dominion. Kickoff by Goda is a line drive, and the Mean Green had no one back deep, expecting an onside kick that didn't come, and so they will settle for the touchback. And Mestemaker will stay in the game, it would appear.
JMU has had a great year, but in a league that doesn't even come close to comparing to what the American has finished with. And they're saying right now, group of 5 teams, chances to make the CFP. JMU at 53%, the Mean Green at 44%.
Makes no sense at all. Yeah, Mean Green 44%, Tulane, which was 24th in the playoff rankings this week, 31%. Go figure. Toss into the right flat, and a leaping grab made again. It's Wyatt Young, and that's the final play of the third quarter. Struggles out of bounds, gain of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter.
With the score, North Texas 42, Rice 21 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And it's all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
Zach Babb back here with you at the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. A couple scores we're keeping an eye on with the teams on the bubble in the top 25. Number 21, Illinois is trailing Wisconsin 17-10. They're at the start of the fourth quarter there. And then at the half in Boulder, number 25, Arizona State 13-7 leaders on Colorado. Back here, guys, you've been talking about the day Wyatt Young has had 6 catches for 272 yards. He is just 11 away from tying and 12 away from breaking the American single-game receiving yards record. So add that to your list of items to track that the Mean Green continue to thump over.
See, we have to employ one more entire brain, Zach Babs, to keep up with all this.
Tell you what, though, it's a chance to applaud and thank our media relations staff led by Doug Waters. They do equip us with a lot of great stuff, and this has been a great year to do that because so many positives on the offensive side. Pass this one along. Teams with a freshman 3,000-plus passer and 1,000-yard rusher. You realize in 2012, Texas A&M did that in the form of Johnny Manziel, and he represented both the passing and the rushing. Tend to forget what a crazy time that was.
Well, that's why you had to give it to a freshman for the first time ever.
Yep.
37.06 through the air, 14.10 on the ground.
Every other one takes a duo, a quarterback and a separate running back, but Johnny Football did it all back in 12.
Arizona, 2 years later, Anu Solomon threw for nearly 3,800. Nick Wilson rushed for 1,375. Ohio State, as we said, in 2021, C.J. Stroud and Travion Henderson. And this year, Drew Mestemaker and Caleb Hawkins. Fourth quarter will begin with the Mean Green now going right to left, leading 42-21, although their streak of 42 unanswered points has now been broken. 2nd and 7, their own 28-yard line. Snap back, Mestemaker looking downfield. Guns it, caught over the middle. First down at midfield. Another catch by Cameron Dorner. His second grab, both here in the second half, goes 22.
Took a while to get him going, but Cam Dorner's always looming out there for a big play and into Rice territory by just the edge of the ball here.
Yeah, they have a map of Texas, and the Old English R as their midfield logo. This snap coming right about at Laredo. Two receivers right, one to the left. Snap back, Mestemaker, play fake. Guns this one over the middle, and Landon Sides somehow hangs on. Half the Owl defense trying to bring him down. They have to whistle him dead. Landon Sides showing his toughness. 16 yards right over the middle.
That's the football version of pinball, and he got pinballed hard, but the big thing he did was he held on to the football while being pinballed.
Yeah, finally whistled down to the 34. Mestemaker at 446 yards now, 17 of 21. Out of the pistol, handoff Hawkins. Bounces it outside to the right and tripped up at the 31. That's about as well as the Owls have defended him all night.
He still gets those pads at pad level. Took off the strong safety, Marcus Williams, always punishing.
Caleb, close to another 100-yard effort. Handoff fake. Drew rolling right. Throws, caught. Wyatt Young, first down at the Owl 20.
Well, got to keep an eye on Wyatt and his numbers. Gets him close to the American record.
7th catch. He is at 282 yards. 2 for touchdowns, averaging 40 yards per catch.
School record, Casey Fitzgerald, 327. Still out there.
Very much so. First down, now the Owl 21. Snap back. Rolling left. Mestemaker throws complete in the left flat at the 10. Wyatt Young spins out of bounds at the 8. It's 1st and goal.
Those two are having their own game today. I mean, it's Wyatt Young and Drew Mestemaker against the Owls. And guess who's winning?
13 more yards. He's at 295 now. On 8 catches, 12 and a half minutes still to go. Mean Green are playing the tempo game here in the second half, so they line up with the play clock at 12. Motion left to right by Miles Coleman. Mestemaker with a handoff up the middle. There goes Caleb Hawkins again. Standing touchdown. There is no stopping Caleb Hawkins. Not tonight, not all year. It's 48-21.
If you don't love this Mean Green offense right about now, you just don't understand good football. Between Mestemaker's passing, Hawkins running, and an offensive line that really has not gotten the credit they deserve, it's some of the best mix of power football you can imagine. And Hawkins, not to be denied in the red zone this year.
His last 2 touchdowns, he has had his choice of gaping holes.
Yep.
You go left, go right. That one pretty much right down the middle. So another Nguma PAT will have to wait as there's a
delay of game. Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, retry.
Have not seen that particular penalty on a PAT.
19th rushing touchdown for Caleb Hawkins. He's now tied with Patrick Cobbs for the single season record in rushing touchdowns. That one held up for a long time.
So this PAT will travel right at 26 yards. Collie has never missed one in his career, and he keeps that streak alive. 12:10 to go. 49-21 Mean Green on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, "How did you know?" Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Guarantee Bank and Trust says go Mean Green with Guarantee Green free checking. Guarantee Bank and Trust is proud to offer flexible free checking options for businesses and individuals. Since 1913, Guarantee Bank and Trust has proudly served Texas communities. Visit one of our 33 locations to experience community banking at its best. Guarantee Bank and Trust, the relationship bank. Member FDIC.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
Well, Drew Mestemaker up to 469 yards, 19 of 23, 3 touchdowns. That's the 6th most in any single game. Of course, he already owns the school and American Conference record, 608 yards at Charlotte. Wyatt Young has set the American Conference record for single game receiving yards with 295 on his 8 catches. And that leaves him 32 yards from the school single game record, 327, Casey Fitzgerald at SMU 2007.
And now the question is, do the coaches know that? Because in that scramble for Drew to get the record at Charlotte, it took a village to get the message down there. And certainly one thing that Eric didn't want to do is run the score up or look unsportsmanlike, but he does care about those records for those kids. That's why they work that hard. So I'm hopeful that he's aware of what's ahead after the Mean Green go on a 7-play, 75-yard drive. 2:54 comes off the clock. Every time I say it, I know I'm jinxing it, but what a fast-moving game by some of the standards we've experienced this year.
Well, the Owls had a double overtime game that didn't even take 3.5 hours. Kickoff by Kali Nguma will be, well, I thought fair caught, and now a return, and there's got to be a flag involved there.
Number 27 of the receiving team signaled for a fair catch. He completed the catch. The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. First down, Rice.
Yeah, that's DeAndre Hardiman, who tried to
Please reset the game clock to 12 minutes and 10 seconds. 12:10, please.
Who tried to return it after signaling for the fair catch.
Second thoughts.
That's not a penalty. They just took the fair catch. So, 12:10 to go, 49-21. And I think most Mean Green fans would be in agreement at this point. Let's let Caleb and Drew take the rest of the night off. Maybe get Wyatt Young his record. Get on that bus for that 5-hour ride. On first down, option right, and the toss goes to Aaron Turner, out of bounds at the 35, so a first down. I'm not sure, that might be a forward pass.
That's on the 10 yards and another right Sal's first down.
That option right.
Turner was upset. He just ran out of room. He's done a good job of tight-roping a couple times tonight, always right in front of his own teammates, but he just didn't have enough real estate to his right.
Owls' best statistic as a team, time of possession, 13th in the country, averaging 32.5 minutes. About a 5-minute advantage over their opponents, but it only translates to 4 more plays per game. Play fake. Jenkins drops, chased out of the backfield, throws far sideline, and a catch made at the 50, and then a wipeout. Get the number.
That was Lewis.
Of the truck. Peyton Matthews makes the catch and then is absolutely annihilated.
It was Lewis, and he could see that he had plenty of time for his closing speed and then really good form. That's a clean hit. It's a hard hit. That's kind of what football should look like.
Yeah, led with the shoulder. Helmet not involved. Colin Lewis, a sophomore corner from Gladewater. So first down, the Mean Green 49-yard line. And after a fake, Jenkins keeps off right tackle into a wall at the 46 and blown down after a gain of 3. Mean Green, one more regular season game Friday, 2:30 kick. It'll be nationally televised on ESPN. We'll be on the air Friday from Daku Stadium at 1:30 against Temple. And a chance to go into the American Conference Championship game, which will be the following Friday, December 5th. At 11-1, already with a single season record for wins in a year. Handoff coming right and blasting his way for a first down to the 38-yard line goes Tyvon Banks, the freshman from Montgomery. First down.
Haven't said this much, but David Fisher was there in the area but did not wrap up. Contact, yes, but he wasn't in tackling form, and so Rice was able to muscle ahead. But yeah, clock is a huge enemy to Rice now.
Took Samaje Burrell, linebacker replacing Shane Woodard, to make that stop at the 38. Clock rolling down toward 9.5 minutes remaining. Out of the pistol, play action. Jenkins throws it and incomplete downfield. Pass was thrown a little bit behind his target, again, the tight end Micah Barnett.
And again, the Mean Green with good closing speed in the form of Evan Jackson. Well-timed hit. Jenkins can throw it, but his confidence doesn't seem to be supreme in that area just yet. Maybe because he doesn't throw it a lot.
Well, especially on the downfield throws.
Mm-hmm.
He's got receivers reaching back, reaching forward, leaping. Out of the pistol, 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff, keeps it on the option. Big gainer, runs out of bounds with a first down at the Mean Green 26. That he is confident in. Jenkins. That will get him over 60 yards on the ground. He has thrown for 95, 12 of 16. He is averaging just under 8 yards per completion. Drew Mestemaker is averaging just under 25 yards per completion. Mind-blowing numbers. Series after series, week after week. First down, 8:50 to go. Play action fake. Jenkins hit as he delivers, overthrown into the end zone. Intended for Drayden Dickman.
Once again, these are throws we've become so accustomed to seeing Drew Mestemaker hit that when another quarterback misses, you're like, well, why? He had some pressure, he stepped up, but once again, he had a man down the field and overthrew him.
It's just not what they work on offensively. They average 97 passing yards per game, bottom 4 in the country. They're one of the top 16 rushing teams in the country. So 2nd and 10 from the 26. 8:46 to go. They fake up the middle, give on the end around to Turner, turns the corner, runs out of bounds at the 20, and it'll be 3rd and 4. Aaron Turner, both their leading rusher and receivers. He's caught 8 balls, 58 yards, and a touchdown. And he has now rushed it 9 times, 78 yards, and another touchdown. Jenkins has their third touchdown also on the ground. So 3rd and 4 for the Mean Green 20. 2 wideouts left. And whistle for a timeout.
Timeout, North Texas.
That would be their second.
Media timeout.
So we'll take it. 8:08 to play in Houston. 49-21 Mean Green on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have insurance specialists across Texas thinking about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, health, business, or employees, Higginbotham has you covered. Higginbotham is a place that leads with values, so your value leads.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Zach Babb back here with you at the mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk from Rice Stadium. We're still keeping an eye on some of these top 25 bubble teams that may be going down. Number 21, Illinois trails Wisconsin 23-10. There's 8 minutes to play in that game. And then Colorado is taking a lead on number 25, Arizona State, 14-13. There's 12:02 to play in the third quarter there. And as far as this game is concerned, how about this stat, guys, from the great stats department headed up by Doug Waters, but this is from Luke Della. During that 42-0 run that took 28 minutes and 28 seconds that North Texas had of game action, North Texas had 510 total yards of offense compared to just 110 for the Rice Owls. What a swing there.
Yeah, they outpassed them 427 to -1.
Yeah, after a bit of a slow start, when the Mean Green get rolling, that's a train you don't stop. By the way, Luke ought to be working on basketball stats.
Leave Luke alone. He can do what he wants.
Well, we got Eastern Washington coming in, so let's get ready.
Hey, he'll be fine. Don't worry about the GOAT. 3rd and 4 from the 20. And off fake, Jenkins keeping. Turns it upfield, has got the first down and brought down just shy of the 10-yard line.
Rice is going to keep doing what they do. And again, it's a tough way to end the season with a ranked North Texas team and then South Florida next week. Be very hard for them to get to that 6th win of bowl eligibility. You wish them luck against the Bulls.
Had to be feeling pretty good late in the first quarter, up 14-0. Middle of the fourth quarter, they're down 49-21. First down from the 11. Turner goes in motion. Option fake. Jenkins with a throwback to the right side, and the Mean Green are not fooled. The catch will go for, looks like, no gain to Drayden Dickman.
And unless something changes in the final 7+ minutes, it'll be the 4th time all year the Mean Green have not forced a turnover in a game. That's the kind of play where you think there's a chance.
They give Dickman a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 10. We hit 7 minutes remaining. Jenkins once again fakes the handoff, keeps it, and is met at the line of scrimmage by David Fisher. In fact, a loss of 1 back to the 11. So 3rd and 10 coming.
3rd down, fairly promising down for most of this game, and it's 2-down territory. I mean, they're looking for cosmetic points and something to clean up the scoreboard.
Well, the Owls have fifth there, per game average of 21 points. Mean Green have slightly exceeded their nation-leading average of 45. Low snap, Jenkins picks it up. Now in trouble, chased, and will be thrown out of bounds by Weslowski just inside or right at the 10-yard line.
Ethan really held up at the right time. He realized he had a guy out of bounds, and rather than rope him down and experience a penalty, he just let up at the right time. Such a smart play.
So
they are going to kick.
4th and 8 from the 10-yard line, down 28, under 6 minutes remaining. So they'll get Enoch Goda out there. He is 7 of 10 of the year. Junior from Spring Decaney. Wyatt Freeman snapping to Alex Paqueta, and the kick is good. So 5:38 remaining, 49-24 Mean Green. This is Mean Green football from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Hey, Mean Green fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. Let's go Mean Green! SeatGeek.
5:38 remaining in Rice Stadium, 49-24. Mean Green a point away from their 6th 50-point game of the season. The previous school record was 4 back in 1951. The American Conference record, 6 50-point games by Memphis in 2018. Wyatt Young, 5 yards shy of 300 yards on so far 8 catches, so 32 yards from the Mean Green single game receiving mark of 327.
And it sounds like he'll have a new signal caller to be pitching the ball to him after a great night by Mestamaker. We're hearing from the sidelines it could be Jimerson coming in now. Try to look down there and see in that huddle.
Well, Drew's done for the night. 19 of 23, 469 yards, 3 touchdowns.
On a night where the Mean Green have put 49 on the board, Chris Wiley indicating it's the most points ever scored against Rice. I'm kind of shocked the two teams didn't play more early on, but tonight, the 14th meeting, you'd think there'd be more than 14 meetings between North Texas and Rice.
Yeah, when Rice was in the Southwest Conference, Mean Green much more likely to try and schedule SMU.
Mm-hmm.
As many trips down to Austin as they could. Rice and North Texas rivalry really only started when they were both in Conference USA, beginning in 2013. The year of the 8-play goal line stand. Mean Green somehow did not win Conference USA that year. Here comes an onside kick, and the big bounce recovered by the Mean Green's Victor Adarungboy. Back up tight end. Handles it perfectly right at about the 48-yard line.
Makes you say Adarungboy.
That kick by Chase Allen didn't get quite as big a hop as he needed. And so the Mean Green offense 5:37 remaining. We are expecting to be run by the freshman from North Crowley, Chris Jemerson Jr., but we'll see when they break the huddle on the sideline.
Yeah, I see number 12 trotting out with this crew. Yep. What a great night for him to get a little bit of work in. And it's a short week. Next game is on Black Friday, so whatever rest you can give some of the frontline guys, welcomed.
Jemerson, in his third game, he is 1 for 2. His only completion, a 37-yard touchdown to Terrence Lewis. Fakes the handoff, keeps it around right end, shows that sprinter speed. First down, runs out of bounds at the Owl 35.
And never touched. I mean, just kind of made Rice look up and say, okay, now we got to deal with this.
5'10", 166. Off a perfect senior season. North Crowley state champions. And has vaulted past the man that Drew Mestemaker was expected to have to compete with for the starting quarterback job, Reese Poffenbarger. First down from the 35. Handoff up the middle, bouncing it left, 30, 25, 20, 15, and finally run out of bounds. On his first carry of the night is Ashton Gray. 23 yards for Ashton.
The future at running back on display there. Nice to see some young guys get touches in a game that you're comfortably ahead in.
Clock rolling under 4:40. And you're going to see your half 100. First and 10 from the Owl 13. Snap back. Handoff up the middle and not much available. The pile will be whistled down at the 11-yard line this time.
Brandon Young at 6'5", 240 just literally clocked a guy on that play and just stared him down afterwards. So North Texas still playing with a lot of tenacity here in a game they lead 49-24.
And they're not apparently going to try and get Wyatt Young another record.
No.
He has done his part. 3:50 and counting, second and 8 from the 11. Another handoff, and Ashton Gray finds a wide open path to the end zone. Untouched, another touchdown. Half 100. In fact, to be exact, 55-24.
What a season of the 50 burgers, huh? The record was 4 times in 1951. North Texas now has done it 6 times this year. Eclipsed the 50 mark in a ball game.
So that ties the conference record. Set in 2018 by Memphis. 6 50-point games. Kali Nguma with what has to be a very weary right leg. Boots another PAT through with 3:46 remaining, 56-24. So the run going back to the final minute of the first quarter, Hank, is 56-10.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe now, but the Mean Green appeared to be in trouble. Midway through that first quarter, Rice was doing what Rice does well. The Mean Green had a quick 3 and out. It's tough.
And here in Rice Stadium, the Mean Green fans have the North Texas chant going on between the East and West grandstands.
There's a lot more green here than blue at this point.
Yeah, the free beer promotion for Rice students 21 and older, a good idea. But I'm not sure what it actually did to the numbers at the turnstile. Because you look at Rice Stadium, even on this side, the home side, the west stands, and they're just pockets of fans dressed in navy blue. You look across on the east, and it's nothing but green. Kickoff by Nguma. Hangs up, and it's going to be fair caught at the 12. 4 out of 5 games now the Mean Green have cracked 50.
Yeah, it's amazing to think. We thought the offensive numbers couldn't be topped coming off the Seth Luttrell era, and we were wrong because Seth had some high-flying offenses with a lot of good playmakers, Mason Fine, but 3 years under Eric Morris, and we've been treated to some unbelievable offensive displays. Tonight, the big Wyatt Young show, but once again, Mestonmaker just continues to add to an incredible resume.
Yeah, this is really the 10th consecutive year, going back to Seth Luttrell's debut season of 2016, where the Mean Green have had a nationally ranked offense every year. On first down, snap back, and Jenkins throws to the near sideline, incomplete, intended for Dickman.
Pass incomplete, intended
but this year,
number 6, Dickman.
Something that Seth was never able to pull off, and Eric Morris has, is he's got enough of a defense that the offense doesn't start every game knowing they've got to score 35 to have a chance.
Yeah, it's such a difference. Skylar Cassidy just has made a wonderful difference in the ability for Morris to call the game the way he wants to.
2nd and 10. And on an end around, a hard hit after a gain of about 3 for Owen Carter, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 30.
You think of both Seth and Eric in his first couple years taking an awful lot of chances on 4th down. You don't have to do that when you trust your defense.
Timeout for an injury. Member of the defense, right on the edge of the sideline.
Well, we're going to look and see if we can pick up the number over there. Training staff surrounding the injured player, who is looking to be flat on his back right in front of his own bench across the way. So
very hard to see, right behind the down marker. Yeah, very hard to see right now.
So this stops things with 3:23 remaining. And eventually, Rice will snap it on 3rd and 5.
Well, you hate anybody getting hurt at any time, but especially in a game that's completely in hand.
Player is being carried to the bench. And we are still not going to speculate till we absolutely know the number of the injured player. The one thing that you try to avoid in a game like this.
Yeah, I believe that is Samaje Burrow. There's 26 and a linebacker who's playing because of other injuries.
Yeah, he's in there. One of the Sam Houston transfers, replacing Shane Witter, who's out for the year. So the Owls ready to go. 3rd and 5 from the 30. Clock rolling, 3:15 and counting. Low snap, Jenkins has it. Fires one deep down the right sideline, nowhere near his intended target that time.
Who never even
Peyton
turned around.
Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews never even turned to give it a look. So, frustrating night for the Owls after a promising first quarter. The well got emptied pretty quick.
And they will punt it away with 3:09 remaining. And then the Mean Green will get Chris Jefferson out there and try and drain the clock and hurry up to get the buses cranked up and ready to head back up I-45 for what, about a 4-5 M arrival. Punt by Baketta is going to be returned from the 20-yard line by Coleman. It's been Landon Sides doing most of the return duty tonight, but Miles brought down at the 27 with 2:54 left. And you will have to physically be in the locker room for our post-game interviews. One thing we will hope we'll never have to deal with again at Rice Stadium with a new version, which they will debut in 2 years. This stadium has had virtually nothing done since it opened in 1950. Definitely not to the press box up here.
where we are hasn't changed.
No, not to the grandstands. The only thing that's changed is they don't even try to sell upper deck tickets basically anymore. So from a 70,000 capacity, it's been 47,000. The new version will be right at 30,000, and that should be more than enough for Rice. Jemerson on first down. Quarterback draw is going to keep it and race up the right sideline. Out of bounds. Stay in bounds, Chris.
Can we do some coaching from up here?
Gain of 9 to the 36. Stopping the clock at 2:49 left.
We'd like that clock to roll so we can all get on that bus. And It's 4 different buses, and at least a couple of them are going to be loud and happy buses on the way back, but it's still a long road home tonight.
623 total yards. Owls at 397. 2.5 to play. 2nd and 1 from the 36. And the give up the middle will be plenty for the first down for Ashton Gray. Tumbles ahead to the 42, and the Mean Green can let the clock run down to the 2-minute timeout.
I'm going to leave you, Dave, but Chris Wiley will visit with you if you get bored. I'm heading down.
Hope you can find somebody interesting to chat with.
Yeah, maybe Coach Morris. Stand by.
All right. So that in 2 more minutes of action. 2-minute timeout in Houston, 56-24 Mean Green on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full-service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
How would you like to be able to listen to us synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? If you're not doing it right now, you can go to syncmygame.com. Syncmygame.com, all one word, and find out how. The Mean Green are 2 minutes away from being 10-1 for only the second time during any season. Program that began playing 1913, 1947, 10-1. 1977, after a postseason forfeit, 10-1 from 9-2. They will be 10-1 heading home, and a chance for the all-time record 11th win against Temple Friday afternoon, 2:30 at Datku Stadium. Classes are out all week, and so it's going to be really up to the Denton townspeople to fill up Datku Stadium for the ESPN cameras. Big ESPN making it part of their Thanksgiving weekend coverage. And I can tell you from 13 years working for those folks, that is a big deal. They take very seriously the holiday weekend teams that they decide to feature. The fact that the Mean Green are one is just another milestone in this magical year under Eric Morris. Hank Dickinson is headed down to the locker room for a post-game show. Zach Babb and me the rest of the way for the final 2 minutes. The Mean Green have a first down at their own 42. With Jimerson in charge. Handoff Ashton Gray. Off right tackle for a couple of yards to the 44.
Dave, is now a good time for some Golden Triangle Mall trivia?
Hit me.
Can you name the number 1 song in 1947, the last time the Mean Green had a true 10-win season?
I could take a wild stab.
Sure. This is a very hard one.
It would be good to have a hint or two.
Okay. I'll hold until after this next play.
2nd and 8. 1:25 remaining. Another give up the middle. Ashton Gray fighting, stretching as if this is a tie game, and he reaches the ball to the 49-yard line. As the clock will roll, the Mean Green won't have to snap it until there's about 40 seconds on the clock. Hint, please.
The artist was a honky-tonk piano player from Nashville. who had another hit around the same time called Dynamite, but that's not this one.
Keep the hints coming. My attention to popular music began in 1964.
Okay.
Beatlemania. Snap back. And after faking, Jimerson's going to keep it and run out of bounds again. I think Eric Morris had just talked with him about that on the sideline during the 2-minute timeout, and he lets himself get shoved out at the 47, and that stops the clock with 35 seconds.
Oh, the answer is Near You by Francis Craig. That was, I hoped, Dave, that your music knowledge descended back into the 40s,
nope.
But unfortunately not.
Never heard of it or him or her. Who was it?
Francis Craig, him. He was a honky-tonk piano player in the 40s.
Well, you got me. Snap back and another handoff to Gray to the 45-yard line. Final 28 seconds will go off the clock as the coaches meet at midfield. First meeting between Eric Morris and Scott Abel goes to the Mean Green. 56-24 for the second time in program history. The record is 10-1 with another game coming and a chance for win number 11 Friday afternoon, Datku Stadium, 2:30 against the Temple Owls. We invite you to stay with us. Post-game activity coming up next, including the locker room interviews brought to you by Adam Exterminating. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
I hate my job, but I don't mind getting up in the morning. I dread each day, but I can't wait to get out of bed. You ask me why, and what I'll say to you is true. Well, you can get breakfast tacos at Rudy's Barbecue. Scrambled eggs and brisket, they ain't fooling around. Salsa drap, son, they're the best in town. Barbecue for breakfast, yes, it's true. Put a smile on your morning at Rudy's Barbecue.
Next in line. He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
55 acres. Row after row to choose from. Big selection is just the beginning at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park. Shop 55 acres of Buicks, Cadillacs, Chevys, and GMCs. 55 acres of new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned at the all-new Tom Clark Auto Park in Denton. And remember, the difference is worth the drive. TomClarkAutoPark.com.
One bad decision to drive under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or edibles could result in a DWI costing you up to $17,000 in fines and fees, the loss of a license, jail time, and the loss of trust from loved ones. Or worse, a lifetime of regret. Drive sober or it's game over. Help improve driver behavior in North Texas by visiting driveawareNTX.org.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield, Mean Green Football has been brought to you by James Wood Auto Park, Strategic Wealth Designers, Rhino Steel Building Systems, First United Bank, Complete Foot and Ankle of North Texas, and by Travis Scott, the Mortgage Brewer. Welcome to the Mean Green Postgame Show. Here are Dave Barnett and Hank Dickinson.
We'll get you back to Dave and Hank in just a moment. Here's Zach Babb with you from the press box. Our mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk as North Texas defeats Rice 56-24. The final score. Mean Green are 10-1, 10-win season for the first time since 1947. And as we get the post-game show underway here, it's time to take a look at highlights from the second half of action brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. North Texas had the ball to start the second half, and they did not waste much time. A 2-minute drive that took 5 plays, 71 yards, capped off by a quarterback keeper.
Mean Green scrambled to the line, and the fake has Drew keeping for a touchdown. Leaps over the goal line. Overtime Morris. Touchdown Drew Nestemaker. His 5th on the ground, and it's 34 unanswered points for the Mean Green.
And a joyous gallop at the end after everybody, including myself, thought Hawkins would get the chance to get pay dirt. Fake it to the Hawk, and Nestemaker, who's been good on his feet, adds touchdown number 5 in the rushing variety.
PAT was good to make it a 35-14 advantage for the Mean Green in the third quarter. Rice had to punt on their next drive, and North Texas again began to march down the field. A 9-play, 86-yard drive, almost 4 minutes off the clock, and capped off by the legs of Caleb Hawkins.
And to give up the middle, untouched touchdown, Caleb Hawkins. He does it again. It's 41-14, 41 unanswered points. Caleb Hawkins.
PAT was good to make it a 42-14 game. On their next drive, Rice finally got their offense to chug down the field a little bit. A 7-play, 67-yard drive, burned 3:10 off the clock, and was capped off by a score on the ground for the Owls.
On the end around, gives to Turner, turns the corner, there he goes, touchdown. Aaron Turner ends 42 unanswered Mean Green points with 4 seconds to spare in the third quarter.
PAT was good to make it